Hello, all our spooky friends who've joined us for another live episode of the Scariest podcast for our weekly Storytime episodes.
Woo! That was a pretty good intro.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm really happy with that one. Who are we?
I'm Robin Grace, and this is Adam Diaz.
Hello.
And we're going to read your homegrown horrors that you guys have sent us, which are your paranormal activities, your paranormal experiences, any emotional ones, scary ones, creepy ones.
I will say, if there's any ghosts that listen to our podcast that can actually send an email or tweet or whatever, we would like to know about your paranormal activities. I want to know what's going on from your side. But yeah, that's definitely right. So if you guys want to send us your particular homegrown horrors, you can reach out to storytime@scarish.com. That's our email address. You can also go to facebook.com/scarishpodcast. You can message us from there. You can also join the group, the Scarish Spooky Friends group.
Yes.
You can also go to Twitter @ScarishPod is a good way to get a hold of us. You can go to Discord. The link should be working. It's just go to scarish.com and the Discord link should be on the right-hand side of the page.
There's a lot of links on the website, actually, like links to my Etsy where you can get Scariest merch.
Is it true?
And
those aren't ways you can reach out to us.
No,
you can put in an order and then like a special request, put your ghost story, I guess, if you really wanted to.
No, but just saying, it's out there.
There's a lot of stuff up on scarish.com, which will hopefully be going under a revamp soon. So lots of stuff in the works. It's been a very busy day. Been a very stressful day, and I'm glad we're on the air. This is actually the most relieving part of the day is when we're actually on the air. So R2P217 just subscribed on Twitch. Thank you so much. We appreciate that.
Yeah, today's been really stressful. Lots of running back and forth. I ran to work, did a bunch of work, then ran to tutoring for statics because my brain can't handle the engineering, apparently.
Everyone who's ever said statics is easy because everything equals 0, you are wrong. Because I've looked at that homework, and it's not easy, and everything doesn't equal 0.
So I ran to tutoring, did tutoring for 2 hours, then ran home, was like, let me chow down on my food, and then was like, I gotta put makeup on and get ready to do this stuff.
Looks good.
Oh, thanks. It looks like shit, but thank you.
No, it looks good.
And now we're here. So Adam made coffee, so we have coffee. I have my cute little kitty mug. It's so cute. Okay.
I hate you. So halfway through this, we're going to be completely wired, is what she's really saying. But before we move forward, we just want to give a special shout out to those of you on YouTube and Twitch that are watching us live right now. Please chat with us. We always enjoy looking over and seeing you guys chatting. And as we go on, in between each story, we'll usually take a break and see what you guys had to say. And usually it's stuff about Korn or Golden Girls or Murphy Brown or whoever the fuck knows what, because it just sort of goes off the rails, or stuff about the stories that we've actually read. There's never any way to tell, really, what you guys are going to talk about. But we appreciate everyone joining in. It's really, really fun for this.
Yes.
So we're just going to go ahead, I think, and get started with the first one then. Did you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
Why don't you go first, because I went first yesterday.
I think what you really mean to say is, why don't you go first, because you are up on a different screen right now. But that's okay.
Yeah, I have to look up something. It's important.
Okay, well, I'll do this right now. Oh, I know what you're looking up. Good call. So I'm going to go first. And my first one is called Scary-ish Story with a question mark. And it starts out like this. Hello, Robin and Adam.
Hello.
I'm Susan from Poland. You almost missed that, by the way, Robin. You were just deeply engrossed in what you were doing over there, and I was just staring at you.
From Poland? That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm Susan from Poland, but I'm living in Ireland. Wow, that's pretty impressive. I found your podcast through, surprise, surprise, Spotify. Shout out to Spotify. I had a lot of fucking problems with Spotify this past week with reporting not working. I went back and forth with a bunch of people. I bitched about it in our Discord channel and the mental health channel because I was losing my mind. And after being told repeatedly, no, you're wrong, there's nothing wrong, blah, 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 blah. Then eventually I got sent an email which was a blast to all people that had that was an artist through Spotify. And it was basically oh yeah, there's something wrong with the numbers. And then Libsyn, who hosts us as well, message us. I was like, there's something wrong with the numbers. It's I've been trying to tell you guys this for 48 fucking hours, but they got it fixed. So hooray for that. But anyway, shout out to Spotify. I'm currently listening to the podcast on the plane from Poland to Italy as I'm on holiday. That's pretty fucking awesome. So
I like that, calling it on holiday.
Yeah, obviously they're from Europe and not from here, because we just call it vacation, which just sounds kind of lame.
It doesn't sound as classy.
Do they say vacation?
No, man, you go on holiday.
So what do they use vacation for? Anything in particular? Okay, I don't know. We'll find that out later from someone who eventually will message us. When I was staying in Poland with my granny, we went to her summer home with my dog. In parentheses, I attached photos of both my dog and the house. Awesome. The house is unfortunately very old, as my granny moved it from another plot of land to where it is now. I didn't know you could move a whole house. On the first night staying there, I was sleeping in the bedroom, and I was sleeping in my bedroom, and my granny was sleeping on the couch in the sitting room. She said that she always sleeps there because the couch is comfier. My stupid self decided to listen to your podcast at night, so my mind was already paranoid. I'm glad you disclosed that, because sometimes you get in a paranoid mood and you're not like feeling great about stuff, and then you start seeing shit.
Yeah.
So I know I had a lot of people reach out like, man, that Amityville horror one you guys just did fucked my shit up.
Yeah, we are so glad that
I am so glad you were terrified. But I am glad you guys enjoyed it, truth be told.
It's awesome. We love getting that feedback where it's like, yes, we hit the mark. We did a good episode.
Yeah.
Very, very nice feels.
It is. It's rewarding. And a lot of times, too, and it's just an anomaly, we get really good feedback on specific episodes that tend to not do well in downloads. It's like there's like a 4-week lull in download numbers for us where every 4th week, it's just a little bit of a dip. And no matter what it happens, it's just because people are busy around that time. And then eventually they catch up and we see a spike in like off days that aren't release days. This doesn't matter to you guys. But the episodes that have the dip, you guys usually reach out to us and you're like, wow, that's a really good episode. And it's like you're feeling a little bit depressed because your numbers weren't as good. And then you get that and you're like, wow, now I feel good. Now, even if it's not good, even if the numbers aren't great, I'm going to keep going. So thank you guys. It really means a lot. So after a while, I decided it's time to sleep. So I turned off the light and my phone. I was half unconscious when I heard some footsteps in the attic above me. I didn't think much of it as I was tired and fell asleep right after. She's like, I might get murdered, but whatever.
That's hilarious.
I mean, sometimes you're just really tired. I woke up in the morning and remembered about what happened the night before. I freaked out and went and asked my grandmother if she had heard. I said grandmother, she said granny. If she heard what I did, which she didn't. I played it off as a joke, but my granny said it might be some sort of animal, but in my opinion, they were heavy human footsteps.
Oh my God.
I will say I've had a raccoon in my attic. I've mentioned it before, and it's still loud as fuck even when it's a small animal.
Really?
Yeah, they're just heavy-footed. I don't know. It could still have been a person or a ghost. I'm not saying.
Sure it wasn't just a really fat raccoon?
It probably was that too, but I mean,
just rolling around up there.
A person is a lot bigger than a raccoon. Let's just say I slept with my granny the rest of my stay, and I'm almost 16. I didn't hear it at all since that night, thankfully, and I hope not to hear it again. I would love to hear what you guys think about this, and you can totally share this on the podcast. Thank you guys for making my day a bit more scary and fun. Love you guys, Susan.
Aw, thank you so much, Susan.
Thank you for sending that in.
We hope you're enjoying living in Ireland.
Yeah.
I don't know how different it is from Poland, but that's pretty cool.
Well, like I will say, I kind of just said it, but there's a lot of times where you hear stuff like that, and it definitely could just be an animal that's really heavy-footed. Because, like I said, raccoons are fairly small. Robin says they can be, like, huge. I can say hilarious.
Never know. I don't know.
Chubby
raccoons?
I've seen huge raccoons, and they get about as big as a dog at most, like a big dog, like a Labrador.
Yeah.
But, like, even then, you wouldn't think that it would sound as loud as a human, but it sometimes can. That said, I don't know. If it sounds like human footsteps, like raccoons kind of shuffle. Anything that's like 4-legged will shuffle more and have more footsteps than a human, obviously, because it has double the feet or paws or what the fuck ever.
Right.
Or cloven hooves from the demon crawling above you.
Oh my God. The pig
demon
thing.
The pig demon thing from this episode, Jody. It was probably just Jody in your attic, so no big deal. You've moved now. You're in a different country, so you should be safe.
Yeah. Okay, so thank you so much, Susan, for sharing that with us.
We appreciate it. So before we move on, let's look over to Stream Chat and see what you guys have to say. So...
Lots of people here for the corn over on Twitch.
That's funny. R2P2 says, hey, Robin and Aaron, want to see something cool. I am not Aaron, so I don't know if you're talking to me.
I'm sure it was a joke. It's obviously got to be a joke. Gosh, have a sense of humor.
Taylor from YouTube says, I've been binging your podcast for the past few weeks, and I love you all so much. Thank you so much, Taylor. We appreciate that. We love you, too, even though we've never met you. Jamie, I think what they mean by everything equals 0 is as everything balances out. Honestly, I don't know. Some of the shit in statics is fucking insane.
Well, it just depends. Like, I went to tutoring today, and they kind of explained a lot to me, like, the whole equilibrium thing. That's when everything has to equal 0, like all forces equal 0. You just have to find like the X, Y, and Z components, and then I'm more prepared for my exam tomorrow than I was before I went to tutoring today, which is good. And
R2P2 says, gosh, so much buffering for me. Might have to just listen to the audio when it comes out. Yeah, we only have 9 people, it looks like, in Twitch right now, so I wonder if Twitch is having problems. We just jumped up to 14 in that moment, though.
That's hilarious.
So, who knows? Hopefully you guys will make it through. You can always try YouTube as well, youtube.com/scaryish. So, Hopefully that'll work. Chessie Cat over on YouTube says hello.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us.
Yes, you like my new stuff in front of my computer?
Wow,
It's
let's
like,
not smash the desk here.
sorry.
We have lots of liquids on it.
I got new Halloween stuff, and I actually bought more Halloween stuff, and I want to buy more Halloween stuff because I want to put like webs or something behind us. I don't know yet, but I love Halloween and I love Halloween decorations, and I had to get the Hocus Pocus thing because I love that movie and I could watch that movie over and over again.
We do watch it quite a bit during Halloween time.
Yeah, so when I saw it, I was like, need it.
Twitch says, LOL, yup, I was talking about the Hocus Pocus. It's so funny. There's so much in here. Miss Deezy says, hi, Robert and Alex. Hello. I hate you guys so much. R2P just says, Aaron, you're my favorite podcaster. Thank you.
Hilarious.
I'll say I'm Aaron now, apparently.
No,
I'll take that.
Don't accept it. Okay. Yeah, my computer is definitely covered with way more stuff. This is literally like everything that I'm into, anime and gaming and Star Wars. And
I don't really put a lot of stickers on mine. I put a lot of stickers on my work computer, so they can keep those since they laid me off. Enjoy them.
Hilarious.
But yeah, I have like our stickers that we have up there, which you know what? That's I think a good transition that we can make pretty fast to these contests that we've been talking about. So for any of you guys who have actually paid attention to the things we say, because I think you guys pay attention to the things we say more than we do sometimes, we did mention that the contest that we're running, where you guys can share it, you guys can like it, and then you guys can comment a friend so they can, like, you know, learn the podcast ways or like get addicted to us, hopefully.
Yeah.
That one was supposed to run from September 5th through October 5th, and we said we were going to announce the winner live tonight on air.
We realize it's not October 5th.
It's not October 5th. It's October 3rd. So we're going to wait to do that, and when the audio comes out for this on October 5th, we'll probably have the winner included then, or we might just announce it on Saturday. We're kind of playing it by ear because we thought we coordinated the days properly, but we most definitely did not. That said, we had the September donation goal for stream,
yes,
specifically, where if we hit $100, we were going to take everyone that donated to us and put them into a random drawing for a few things. We talked about we'd reach out to you guys and find out what your favorite episode of the show was, and we'd print out our scripts, and then we'd sign them and send them to you.
Yes.
Along with some other merchandise like stickers. We do have the Scarish one. I think it's on this side. No. This is the I Hate You heart one, and then this is the Scarish one. Plus one other like mystery thing we're thinking about tossing in there as well. And then for those of you who are watching tonight, it sucks because Twitch is being such a pain in the ass right now, but anyone who's in the Twitch channel, we're going to try and play a little game. We'll see whether or not it works. If it doesn't, no big deal. We'll play next week. And if it does, awesome. It'll be fun. But we're going to save that stuff for the end of the show.
Cool.
And then for the other one, you guys will hear about it very soon about who won. Thank you guys for sharing the episodes, though. You still have time to do that. So if you're listening to this right now, you have 2 more days to share the episodes between September 5th and October 5th.
Yeah.
So I definitely wanted to go ahead and address that before we move forward, because I know a lot of you guys might be like, so who won this contest already? And in typical Scary-ish fashion, it's been kind of a shit show. So
yeah.
That's just how we do. So
yeah.
Hope you guys enjoy it.
But we're still going to do the main Twitch giveaway thingy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those will still come tonight. So.
Okay. So moving on, I guess I'll do my story now. Beep boop. Okay. So this one goes, hi, Robin and Adam. Hello.
Hello, I was sipping coffee. I apologize.
I've been enjoying your podcast for about 3 months now at work. It definitely makes the workday suck less, which is good. I binged it, and I'm excited that I'm all caught up and super excited you guys are doing live shows now.
Aw, thank you. I will say this, too. If someone were to email us, because sometimes we do get really negative feedback, but if someone were to email us and be like, you make my workday even worse. I don't know why I listen to you, but I keep listening to you, and my workday gets so much worse by doing it. I'd feel a little bit bad, because work sucks.
Yeah, but, like, you keep listening to us, and then you keep making your workday worse.
Some people like to punish themselves. Don't judge people. That just might be what they're into.
It's like that
dude
might
just
from,
be what they're into. That's the better way to say
Angels and
that.
Demons or whatever that
I was
movie
thinking,
is.
like, the Red Room type shit.
Oh.
Yeah, so
okay.
I figured you'd go there first because you're such a big fan of those movies.
Yeah, all right.
Guess not. Cool, let's keep going.
Okay, so thanks for all you do for us spooky friends. Thank you.
You're
this
welcome.
one is from, I'm sorry.
We're going to back up now and tell you who this email is actually from.
From Laura. Okay, so anyway, I'll get right into my creepy experience, ? Encounter, ?
Experience / encounter, maybe? I don't know.
I don't know what to call it, honestly. All I know is no one in my family believes me. Good thing we're here.
Yeah, that sucks.
It was probably around 8 or 9 when I started to notice weird and creepy things. like non-existent people opening the blinds inside the house, feeling like something's walking directly behind me, and seeing movement from the corner of my room. That's what I hate. When you see movement out of the corner of your eye, it freaks me out.
I hate the feeling like I'm being watched or followed because I'm like not normally a paranoid person. So if that crops up, I'm like, there has to be something around me. And then you look around, there's fucking nothing. And it's just so eerie. It's such a creepy feeling. It sends chills up your spine when you're like, I'm totally alone, but I feel like I'm being watched right now.
Right. My parents quickly dismissed it, but my sister experienced a few small, unexplainable things around the house. But this particular incident was more extreme than any other unexplainable occurrence. I experienced it alone, and I don't feel like my family members think it was more than just a bad dream. I know in the deepest fiber of my being it actually happened, and it wasn't a dream. To better understand how this played out, I'll explain the layout of the bedrooms. Cool. I don't know.
I watch a lot of HGTV, so that works for me. Are we talking about a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath? Is there a powder room?
Open
what's
concept,
going on here? Yeah, are we going to have to clear out these walls? Are they load-bearing?
My bedroom is directly across the hall from the bathroom, so if you look out my bedroom door, you will see your reflection in the bathroom mirror. That is horrible.
It's a bad idea. Unless this is the only time mirrors work like that, you can be in the bathroom and pooping or just sitting, and through the mirror you can see your TV. Hey, just saying, that works out really fucking well.
I like being in the bathroom, being able to see you in the office.
That's it's creepy. That angle is not perfect for that, though. You always yell from the bathroom anyways.
Yeah.
The most common thing I hear is we watch something scary, or we do the show, and then she'll go to the bathroom, and she'll be like, come with me. I'm like, come on, man. The bathroom is not haunted. Like, everything's going to be fine.
You don't know that.
I don't know that. I just don't want to get up.
Okay, so my mom and dad were home cleaning up in the kitchen, and our golden retriever, Gabriel, and our shepherd, Mutt Ginger, were lounging in my parents' room, which is diagonal to the left of my door. The laundry room that leads out to the garage is at the end of the hallway. It was midday on a Saturday. I was probably about 11 or 12 by then. I was picking up my room because, quite honestly, it was always a pigsty. I had an armful of clothes.
Was it a demon pigsty? Oh, call back to Jody. Keep going.
I had an armful of clothes that I was walking with towards the laundry room. Me, being the type who follows the one-trip rule, could barely see over the top of this pile of clothes. I started to fumble and dropped some of my clothes. As I started to bend down to pick up my failed attempt at one trip, I bent all the way down and grabbed a sock close to the bottom right of my door frame. I looked at the ground directly on the other side of my door and saw a black, leathery, humanish foot.
That's super fucking
creepy. It had
creepy.
long, pointed claws instead of toenails. The joints of the foot and toes were gnarled and bumpy. I dropped all my clothes, let out a quick gasp, and looked up very quickly to see if there was something on the other side of my door. I looked out my door at the bathroom mirror to see the reflection of the other side of my door frame. I didn't see anything. My dogs ran towards my room from my parents' room and stopped suddenly before they got 3 feet away from my door. They both lowered their heads and ears and swiftly returned to my parents' room. Abandoners!
That's so funny. They're like, we got up for this. Oh my God,
what horrible dicks. Okay. I remember it extremely vividly. I remember the gut-wrenching feeling of despair and terror as I sat in my room and sat in fear. I have no idea what it was or what I saw, but I do know it was 100% real and scared me so much I didn't leave my room until the next day. I hope I didn't bounce around too much. I think it's fine.
No, I think you did really well, actually. Yeah.
Thank you guys for producing an awesome podcast. Keep doing what you do. Love, Laura.
Well, thank you, Laura.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate you sending that experience and saying those nice things. And that really sucks that there's a clawed-toed demon that lives outside of your door, especially when you're trying to do laundry. The first thing that ran through my head is cleanliness is next to godliness. And maybe when you leave your room a pigsty, it attracts bad things. At least that's what I'm going to tell my kids to terrify them.
It's smart to tell your kids
I know.
that.
It's really, really smart. Because they'll hear that phrase later in life from other people, and they'll be like, this is why my dad says there's pig demons in my room.
Wow.
Just saying. It's smart. But that's super fucking creepy. If you see a foot on the other side of the door, it reminds me of Signs. When he, like, looks down under the door.
With the knife?
Yeah. And then the hand comes after him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the part of that movie that freaked me the fuck out. There's a couple parts of that movie that actually...
I think...
Signs is all right. I just had high expectations for it, and it didn't quite meet the expectations that I had. I watched it in a very scary setting, so I think that amplified, like, my fear from it. And plus, I had a cornfield in my backyard, so that didn't help at all.
That makes sense. I like the Charlie Sheen version
The Scream 4 version.
Yeah, I
never,
think it was Scream 3, actually.
I didn't watch after Scream 1. I actually really liked, or no, it's not Scream. It was Scary Movie.
Scary Movie.
I actually really liked Scary Movie 1, but I didn't see any of the sequels after that.
Scary Movie 3, I just remembered because the opening, like the 3 turns into like a set of boobs.
Wow. So ingenious, these guys.
I just think they're so funny. I think Anna Faris is hilarious. I don't know.
I think she's hilarious, and I also think she's gorgeous, but I didn't see that movie. I'm sorry. I didn't see 2 or 3 or future ones. Yep, just smash that on the
yeah.
on the desk. No big deal.
But yeah.
Right on. So let's check out some stream chat, see what you guys had to say about the story, see if this conversation is veered towards TV and or corn yet.
It's always about the corn.
Chessy Cat says, "This is my first time watching you guys. This is so much awesomeness. Thank you."
Yay,
well,
thank
you for joining us. Actually, we hope more people start to join us more and more. We're just going to keep doing this because either way, we have to record these.
Yeah.
And the fact that we have like a time nailed down for us to do this makes it easier on us to get the audio out. And on top of that, it just, I think it's more reliable for you guys to just come and watch us because it's not like this is like a huge production. We're just reading you guys your emails that you send us.
Right. But it's also cool because we can do the episodes early, get them out to our patrons early. And it's just nice. Everyone, it's a win-win kind of thing. So kind of cool.
McShake and Bake says, "I'm here" in all caps. Welcome, McShake and Bake. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you joining us.
I'm sorry, it's temporary.
That does suck.
Yeah. We pay attention to Corn and Golden Girls. Yeah.
Is that a new Deadpool, Robin?
No, I got it at a con like 2 years ago. So I got the Deadpool at an anime convention. Was it Wizarding World? It might not be Wizarding World.
I don't know. What Deadpool are you talking about?
I'm on my computer.
Oh, the decal on your computer.
Yeah. No, I got it at a con like a really long time ago. So it's been there for a really long time, I think. But I love Deadpool. Deadpool's awesome.
Deadpool is awesome. Those movies are really good. The next one's going to be X-Force, which I'm really excited to hear about.
I don't know why Twitch is so
giving everyone problems.
Yeah, Twitch seems to give
it might
a lot
be
of
the upload
problems.
speed. I'm not quite sure. It's very hard to tell if it's on our end or if it's on Twitch's end. When it's a lot of people, it's probably on our end, but it's very hard to tell when we're live because right now everything from this says we're streaming at 6,000K, which is actually pretty high for us. We're usually at 5,500. So fucking Twitch. That's all I'm going to say.
Don't even know what that means. So
it's just we have a good upload speed right now. So hopefully it'll fix itself. Okay, now we got some talks over in the YouTube channel because it looks like some people are switching over there. R2P2's over there. Twitch gave me the shaft, so now I'm here. Chessy Cat says Scary Movie 3 is the best one. I didn't see it. I didn't remember the one. Which one is the one where the guy's like, "Take my good hand"?
I think that's number 1.
No, it's not.
Number 2?
Because I had never seen that movie.
Then that's number 2.
Okay.
Because number 3 has Signs in it and The Ring, I think. And it's like a mix of the two.
Okay.
Because Anna Faris is like living in like the Ring world, and Charlie Sheen and all those guys are in Signs.
How many were there? Was there 3 or 4? That's the real question for me.
I think there's 5.
5? Good God.
I don't know. I don't believe me though. Don't.
I stopped watching movies like that in the theater when I went to see Meet the Spartans. I think I might have mentioned that once before. And this isn't scary-ish. This is just straight scary. That movie is fucking awful. I've never walked into a movie and like halfway through it thought like I'm going to walk out. But I had that thought multiple times during Meet the Spartans. I was like, this movie sucks. I need to get the fuck out of here. It wound up being like 88 minutes long. It was one of the shortest movies I've ever seen in the theater. So it didn't last that long, but I was so in pain the entire time. And then I walked out, and later on I saw some friends that had seen it. Like a couple days later, like, "Did you see Meet the Spartans yet?" I'm like, "Yeah." And like, "It's so good, right?" I was like, we can't see movies together anymore. Like, I can't watch movies with you. They're like, "No, it was funny though." And I was like, I literally didn't laugh the whole time. Like, I cringed the whole time. The only time it was kind of funny was when they had the "Leave Britney Alone" guy on a big TV. Like, at one point, like, it's this movie making fun of 300, and this guy on a big TV starts screaming, like, "Leave Britney alone."
I have no idea.
It was just such a horrible movie.
I think, see, so there were
Jesse Gatz says Scary Movie 3 is the best one. Valerie Girl says they peed out their fingers in Scary Movie 3. Interesting.
It's the aliens from Signs.
Ew.
Okay, and he puts it in Leslie Nielsen's mouth, too.
Leslie Nielsen's in the third
Not
one?
Leslie Nielsen. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of a completely different movie, maybe.
You probably
No. Leslie Nielsen is in the third one.
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
I don't know. We have to watch it again. But
which one is the one where the dude says "my germs"
he
and he
says,
sticks
"my
out the
germs" and sticks his hand in there? That's the same one where he's like, take my good hand.
Well, obviously, because it's the same character.
Yeah.
It kept saying, wow, that was just some dead silence out of nowhere for you.
Sorry.
RTP2, it kept saying I wasn't following or allowed to use the chat, then changed videos. Fuck you, Twitch. God, it's such a pain in the ass.
That's so stupid.
Does anyone in the Twitch that got in there had to do any of that stuff? Because I'm very interested to know what's going on there. I think 2 is Take My Strong Hand, says Valerie. I think you're right, because I remember people quoting that a lot, and I don't remember like anything from 3. I think everyone that I knew at least had jumped off the bandwagon by then.
Yeah.
So, yep, 2. There's total of 5. Good to know. Disaster movie is way worse than Meet the Spartans. I refuse to see Disaster movie because of that, so good to know that I made the right choice there.
Okay, so your turn. Read things. Go.
So you're just going to jump straight back into it, huh? You're not going to like ease me into it. I have to mark these. When we move back and forth from stream chat to like me reading stuff, I have to mark it so I can take out us talking to you guys and the regular audio version. So Robin's just like, do it now.
Do it now.
Okay, so this next one from me, or for me, this isn't from me. I didn't write this. I don't write these. I don't send these to myself. I don't have the time. Actually, I probably do, but I'm just not creative enough to make up this stuff that you guys send us. Is called Scary-ish Stories, and it is from someone named Brenna. I know that because of this following line. Hello, Adam and Robin. My name is Brenna.
Hello, Brenna.
Hello.
Sorry, Adam's awkward.
Yes, always. I'm a big fan of the podcast. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate that. I found your podcast on Spotify. Shout out to Spotify. I won't give you my I hate Spotify story again. Actually, don't. They just annoy me. And I eagerly await each episode. And just saying, in all caps, and she made the letters red. They made the letters red. I don't know. You can share this on the pod. I appreciate that going in the front. A lot of times it's at the end of them.
Yeah, I'm really glad it's in red, too, because it's just like, there.
It's eye-catching. I try and skim it as much for that sentence without spoiling it for myself whenever we're about to read these. Here are the 2 stories I will share. Both of these are kind of short, and they've been titled. And the first one is called The Haunted Toilet, which just reminds me of like what Robin thinks is going to happen every time she goes to the bathroom after we watch her.
Okay, you know what? I've watched enough scary movies, enough horror movies where there's always something on the other side of that shower curtain, or there's always something in your mirror, or you walk into the room, whatever, and the door slams shut and you're stuck in there and you get fucking murdered.
Just take all the doors off the hinges, then you're fine. Then you live in the house like in The Conjuring 4, where you can't close the door when the demon's out in the dark hallway.
I like having personal space.
Okay. Do you? You like having personal space. You don't like other people having personal space.
No.
You'll open bathroom doors when people are pooping to ask questions and then just leave it open.
You're welcome.
It's 100% true. It's so annoying. Okay, let's get back to the haunted toilet. Okay, so I'm on the swim team, and the high school pool that I practice at is pretty old. Actually not. So I guess it's not old. That spot where the high school was previously the middle school. Then the high school was built on the foundations in 1985. So there's been a school there since 1972. Okay.
Interesting.
So a couple weeks ago, I was at practice and I needed to use my inhaler. I was using it, and then the toilet in the third stall started flushing. Can you guess how many times it flushed? 5? No.
6?
2? No. 3? Yes. I think 6 would be a bit creepier too. That's where my head went.
Oh, okay.
It's safe to say that I was pretty rattled. Did I say that I was alone when it happened? I think you didn't mention that, but I just kind of imagined that. Half an hour later, I was alone in the locker room again because I was the only girl in the locker room again. That's how being alone works, I think. I was hoping that the toilet wouldn't start to flush again. It did, and I got out of there as fast as I could.
I hate that.
We have our like light in our loft flickering now on and off. And I went in there today and I was like looking through games thinking like maybe I'd trade something into GameStop because I'm going to get Mario Party on Friday. Super fucking excited. Thinking about streaming it to Scary-ish's Twitch because nothing's scarier than 2 people that have a friendship or a relationship playing that game together. Because that's fucking intense shit. But anyways.
My sister's not here. I'd love to play with her.
I mean, she's not like she's not coming back.
No, I know, but it's going to be like a whole month.
That's fine. I mean, she's having fun in Vietnam. Shout out to Liz. Have fun in Vietnam, Liz. But anyways, I was in there and my fucking Xbox turned on by itself. Just turned on. I wasn't anywhere near the fucking thing. It made the noise, turned on my TV and everything. I just like looked over. I'm like, either the fucking electric in this room is terrible or there's a demon in this loft, which sucks because it's an open loft. It's not closed off at all like most lofts are. So, okay, let's get back to the story. Also, shout out to Kinetic Aesthetic, who just followed us on Twitch. We appreciate that. Kinetic, whatever. You can read those then. Fine, fudge you. I was hoping that the toilet wouldn't start to flush again. We got there. It did, and I got out of there as fast as I could. I told my friend, let's call him Jim, what had happened. Jim was slightly skeptical, but went with it. At that point, I was so scared that my whole body was shaking as if I was my own personal earthquake. It's a really good sentence. I really like that sentence, actually.
Yeah.
The week after that, there was one other girl in the locker room with me. We finished up around the same time, me being done first. My friend was putting her towel in her bag when I left and closed the door. Then the day after, she told me that when I closed the door, a toilet flushed on its own. We were the only ones in there that day.
Oh my God.
Sounds like a haunted toilet. That's a really good title for that, actually.
The bathroom just needs a really, really good plumber. Something's going on.
That could be. It's just weird because like the flushing mechanism is hard to do on its own because like how toilets work is they have the plunger that's covering the water. You know what I mean? And if it's like runny toilet, it doesn't just flush all the way.
No, but what if it's like one of those sensor toilets where something's wrong with the sensor and it just keeps sensing someone?
I can't imagine having a sensor toilet in my high school. Like we just had a trough. We had a hole in the ground that we all pissed and shit in. Like the entire school. I'm kidding. That didn't happen at all. We just didn't have sensor toilets. That just seems like a luxury that wouldn't happen in a high school at least. Maybe I'm crazy. I'm 33. That was a long time ago for me.
Aw, Miss Deezy subscribed.
Thank you, Miss Deezy.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. Actually, yeah, every month you have to resubscribe. So for anyone who's subscribed in the past, you're going to have to resubscribe again every month if you didn't know that about Twitch. So we appreciate you, Miss Deezy, for subscribing again.
No, I don't remember. It's been so long since I was in high school. It's been 12 years. 12 years.
It's been 15 years for me. 2003. Yeah, it's been 15 years since the year I graduated.
I don't know how I feel about this. But I don't even remember what my toilets were like. Legit. Like my school was brand new when I got there, and but that was 12 years ago. So now it's like 12 years old.
My high school was over 100 years old, and then we moved to a brand new high school, and that place was okay. It just didn't have a bunch of the stuff it was supposed to, but it had just regular toilets. So.
Well, I guess technically my first high school was that old too. Huh.
Cool.
All
so
right.
There's one more story in this email, so I'm going to get to it.
Okay, go.
This one is called The Fox Farm. Up here in Alaska, where I live, what's the ooh for?
I love foxes.
I do too.
Wait, why are you farming them? No.
Let's just move forward. Up here in Alaska, where I live, there are two great big islands called Kodiak Island and Afgonak, Afgonak Island. You might have heard of them. I've definitely heard of Kodiak Island. Anyways, one of my father's friends was taking a trip down there to fish for who knows what. I'm going to guess fish. That's my guess. Maybe Loch Ness Monsters, though.
Whales?
Whales? God, I hope not. That's horrible. It wasn't. What is wrong with you? You think Fox
They're
Farm?
Already murdering foxes,
You think Fox
right?
Farm is where you like raise and murder foxes, and this guy's going fishing, so you assume whales.
Well,
Jesus Christ!
I don't know. When I hear Fox Farm, I think like you're raising the foxes to cut off their tails to make like the tail charms.
I sure hope not.
Know?
Well, let's see what's going on here. This fishing trip. It was an overnighter on his boat, and his dad was asleep. So the friend, let's call him Bob, was slowly driving the boat past the abandoned fox farm. A little backstory on the farm. So here we go. Here's your answers.
Okay.
There was a small fox farm on an island near Kodiak City. The family had a daughter who fell ill and died, and the family abandoned the house soon after. Back to the story. So nothing on the foxes. We don't know what's going on with the foxes there, but that's what we know.
I just want to know that they're okay.
Okay. Back to the story. So, Bob was steering past the farm, and he happened to notice a light on the second floor of the house moving around. Bob woke up his dad and told him to look at the house, and his dad saw it too. Little did they know that the second floor had collapsed years ago. That is super fucking creepy. It still could be someone Scooby-Dooing up there just fucking around on the second floor remnants, though.
It's true.
Well, that's it for this email. Thanks for creating the podcast. Please forgive any errors. I have a tendency to capitalize random words. Smiley face. Don't even worry about it. It was actually really, really good, and it was really well written.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you sending it in. I think Robin does too.
Yeah.
So for that second one,
appreciate it.
I think it's far more likely some kid was doing what I used to do when I was a kid, and that's going through abandoned places with a flashlight. And, like, I've climbed over beams and done stupid shit where I probably could have died and then wound up, getting lucky and not dying. So that is more likely, but that doesn't mean it wasn't some creepier shit. So thank you for sending that in, though. We do appreciate it. So let's take a quick break and look over at Stream Chat and see what you guys have to say. I keep looking over out of the corner of my eye and seeing the YouTube numbers go up and the Twitch numbers go down. And I keep looking down here to see if our upload number is changing at all, and it's just steady at 6,000. So I think it's just Twitch having a rough day, at least for us.
Glitch Grim says not to lie about streaming games, so if you're not going to stream it, don't say you're going to stream it.
I'm going to stream it. I'm going to stream it. That's going to happen. It just might not be on the Scarish one. It might be on my personal one. Either way, if I stream it, I'll post it like I normally do to my personal one, and then I'll just share it in the group or share it in Discord and say, like, if you guys want to see me get super mad at the computer for cheating, like, come check this out.
Oh my gosh, guys, I can't stand his gaming rage sometimes. Like,
She rages harder than I do.
No,
I don't want to hear it. I'm going to take a fucking video the next time she plays Overwatch or Fallout messes with one of her saves, or she dies in Fallout and doesn't, like, do something right.
Fuck yourself.
Yeah, there you go.
Hello, E30G, who's joined us on Twitch. I don't know if you're still with us on Twitch, but
We
hi.
hope so. Thank you for joining us.
Poor Miss DC is all alone on Twitch. Is YouTube just easier to use, maybe?
No, I think it's just not having streaming issues right now.
Oh.
R2P2 over on YouTube says, Aaron, who's Adam? Is that your brother or something? Yep, that's my evil twin. Glitchgrim is on Twitch, and he's saying I'm not having any issues really here. So that's good to know. R2P2, okay, after reading creepypasta, I always check the shower. That's fucking hilarious. I don't read creepypastas, though, so I don't...
I listen to them on YouTube, and I don't actually go out and read them myself, but after I listen to them at work, I will go to the bathroom, and it's not like one of those bathrooms where there's a bunch of stalls. Well, I guess restroom, because there's no bath in there, right? So I go to the restroom. It's just like you go in there. It's just one room, like a private room, and it's a huge room. So I'll go in there, do whatever, and when I leave,
do whatever.
I have to, like, run because I'm scared of being in there by myself. I'm afraid that when I walk past that mirror on my way out the door, I'm gonna see something, so I run. Like, I freak out. So I try not to listen to those at work very often.
That's pretty smart, yeah.
Even at school, when I had classes, I had an AutoCAD class till 8 p.m. and I have to go to the restroom afterwards, right? And so I'm all by myself. There's like nobody there, and the bathrooms are huge. There's a million stalls, and I'm so scared in there by myself.
I love being in the bathroom by myself because sometimes it can get noisy. And I know people that are proud of that. They're like, this is my symphony. I've heard that described to me.
Symphony?
Yeah, I've heard someone say that, but I'm like, I don't want to make that much noise with a bunch of other people around. Sometimes I'm like, whatever, you got to do what you got to do.
You got to do the courtesy flush.
I don't do courtesy flushes.
You're disgusting.
It's a waste of water. I'm just saying. You work at the Water Reclamation District, don't you? So you should know all about that. What?
Thanks for telling everyone where I work.
Whoops, sorry. Let's move on. So what else do we have over here? Lots of stuff in YouTube. Love Valerie says the loud ass noise when a public toilet flushed used to terrify me as a child, like a demonic roar of whatever monster I assume was going to pop out of it. Chessy Cat says, after butt petting demon story, I definitely check the toilet before I go. That's fucking hilarious. There's just like, I feel like there's nothing you can do if there's a butt petting demon though, because they, no matter what you do, unless you just don't use the stall, they're going to wait and they're going to ask you what color toilet paper you want, and either answer, you're just kind of screwed. So that kind of sucks. We've got a lot of stuff over on YouTube going on, so I'm glad to see that. What else? After reading creepypasta, this thing is so hard to scroll. You're not going to vamp at all? You're not going to help me out here?
Oh, no. I don't know what you're doing. I'm still upset.
I'm still reading stream chat, so you really need to move on past that, dude. We're live right now, so how long do these live streams normally last? Probably around 2 hours.
An hour and a half to 2 hours.
Yeah, right around there.
Kind of long.
All alone on Twitch here, says Miss Deezy. Okay, Shitting Symphony. I've caught up on the YouTube chat, so if you have anything over there for Twitch
I'm
chat,
good. It's literally just Miss Deezy and Glitch. You guys are so nice for staying.
I mean, we have more people than that. They're just not chatting. So thank you to the silent people. We appreciate you for being there. So that's just about everything I think from the stream chat for that story. So we can keep moving.
Yeah.
But
okay.
A lot of fear in public bathrooms over here is what I'm saying.
No, for real though, I can't with the public bathrooms, public restrooms or whatever. I can't do it by myself. I freak out. And sometimes if I see a random straggler in the halls at school or something like that, and I'm going into the restroom by myself, I get super fucking paranoid. Like something's going to happen to me. And I just am the most paranoid person. I'm always like Sherlock Holmes in it, like checking my surroundings and make sure I'm not going to like, I don't know.
I think that's a difference too between gender, because most of the women that I've met before that have talked about it, it's like there's a lot of stuff that I've never had to consider about like safety that I think women have to think about a whole lot more than men do.
Yeah.
Because like I'm a big dude too. I'm like 6'1", so I'll just walk to my car in the middle of the night. Like I'll take a late shift and just be like, okay, cool. Late shift is gonna like affect my sleeping schedule. I've never had to think about the fact that I need to walk to my car late at night and like I might be by myself.
Yeah. If I have to walk to the parking structure by myself at night, best believing I've got shit on me to cut a bit.
That's so weird to hear you say.
Why?
I don't know. I've never heard that catchphrase come out of your mouth before. Right on. Do you want to move on to your next story?
Yeah. Okay. So this one goes, it's from Crystal, and it goes, so I've been wanting to tell you a story, but I have so many, I don't know which one to send you first. But today I listened to the episode you put out, and this basically ties in perfect with it. Please feel free to share if you want. It's scary-ish.
So this
I
is
don't
from
know
July,
what episode.
I was going to say, this is from July something, July 27th it looks like. So I'm not sure what episode that was, but hopefully through the context clues of the email, we can all figure it out together.
Right. So it goes, so back in February, we moved to this small studio cabana tucked away in the mountains on the windward side of Oahu. Once you pass the normal neighborhood where houses are right next to each other, you keep driving up to where the houses start to spread out more, and eventually you get to the houses that are just tucked away in the back in the jungle. That's where we live, and I love it here. And if you guys have never been to Hawaii, it's so pretty and so green, especially when you get into like the tree covered area.
I'm just told that I'm not allowed to go
never.
because you don't want to go back.
We're never going back. It's a small town.
Apparently
okay?
It's beautiful, and I can never see it. So
no,
it's
you'll
good to know.
never see it. Okay, maybe one day, maybe. Anyway.
Sounds nice.
It's beautiful, but it's also pitch black at night, and the walls are paper thin. So anytime someone walks up to the house, the dogs immediately begin to bark. Our very own alarm system, which, as
Furry
you know,
alarm systems are the best.
Which, as you know, can be good or creepy. This is very true.
When they bark at nothing, or they lose their shit and you can't find anything, that's the worst.
It freaks me out.
Yeah, it freaks her out. She tells me to go investigate, and then she sits and freaks out about it.
Well, I'm like, do you want to take the dog? If I hear something, I'm like, do you want to take the dog with you?
If the dog didn't wake up, I never take the dog with me, because I'm like, no, it's good. The dog would have woken up if something serious was going on.
Also, it rains a lot in this area, despite the fact that you can drive 5 minutes down the road and there will be no more rain and sun's out. Well, one Friday night in May, I had to work late, so when my husband called and asked if I wanted to go to a rave with him and our friends, I told him I was tired and that I'd pass. I told him I was okay with him going without me and that I'd go home and probably pass out anyway. When I got home, I got comfy and called my parents on the mainland so we could FaceTime. BT dubs, when people say mainland, it just means like...
We know.
Okay.
The continental United States.
US.
Mainlanders know what the mainland means.
You say you know what the mainland means, but working in hospitality, I've worked front desk before, and people have been like, oh, we're from the United States. We're from the mainland, the United States, and we're like...
It's because they think that like the
state.
states have to be touching for them to be considered the United States, because
Well,
people... are fucking idiots.
Well, they think Alaska's a state, don't they?
I don't know. They probably say the same shit in Alaska. They're probably like, we're from the United States. You guys are just part of America. I don't know. I've heard some really stupid shit fall out of people's mouths, especially in like the last week. But yeah, that's just going to happen when you're surrounded by a bunch of like random humans you don't know.
I miss Hawaii sometimes, but not all the time.
Just don't even talk about it. It just makes me mad now.
Well, it must have been around 8 to 9 p.m. Hawaii time. I'm home alone, sort of. I had my 3 fur babies. It was rainy outside, like always, when my family FaceTiming got interrupted by my dogs getting up and barking at the door. Normally, I can hear my neighbors walking up the side pathway or up the driveway. We all share the same walkway into the units.
Hate that. Hate it. I hate shared walkways. I hate shared pathways.
Really?
Drives me nuts. This is my least favorite part about apartments. Is like someone, you don't know if someone's walking to your place or if they're walking to the place next to yours, or if they're just creepy and they're just walking on the sidewalk of an apartment they don't live in.
Oh,
Fucking hate it, because you have to see strangers all the time walk past your place and get like 4 feet from your door. I cannot stand that shit. Just bothers me. I'm so glad I'm not in an apartment right now.
Okay. I've totally forgotten where I'm going. And since it's not unusual to hear them walking by, or for our dogs to bark as they walked by, I figured it was just one of them. Then there were 2 knocks at the door. You're alone, your dogs are going crazy, you didn't hear anyone walking, and you hear 2 knocks on the door.
That's creepy.
It'd be worse if it were 3.
I was going to say, and then the knock 3 times song plays.
My dad was watching me through the camera and asked why were the dogs barking. I told him someone was at the door, so I yelled out from across the room or house, Ryan? No answer. Rich? No answer. Those were their neighbors. I freaked out a little, walked up to the door, hesitated to open it, then just decided to lock it. Oh my gosh, it was unlocked?
That's super creepy.
That's super creepy.
My door's
That's
always
scary.
locked. That's something I used to do when I was younger, man. That was like a small town mindset.
It?
No. A small town mindset of like leave your door open.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, door's always open, bro. Come over whenever you want. Like, I used to say that shit to people, and then guess what happened? My fucking house got robbed. And then after that, no, I've told you the story a million times.
I don't remember it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they ripped the air conditioning unit out of my window, even though the front door was open. Then they came in through the window, stole my Xbox.
Oh, in your apartment.
In my apartment.
Shitty apartment.
I mean, it was a house that I was renting. But yeah, like they stole my Xbox. And this is what the best part of this whole thing is. There was a $1,400 camera next to it, a DSLR I'd gotten for graduation. And they left that because they were so dumb they had no idea that that was worth much more than like a $200 Xbox. It was just fucking bizarre. And
People got priorities.
You want to know what's really crazy about this whole thing? So I was just like so pissed about that. I called the cops the next day. They came. They're like, "What else is missing?" I'm like, "Nothing. Just the air conditioner." I wasn't playing my Xbox at the time. So when I went to move out of the place like 7 months later and move out to the West Coast, I was packing my shit up. I'm like, "Where the fuck's my Xbox?" And then it occurred to me like, I haven't seen it here. They fucking took it. And I was so goddamn mad when I realized they fucking stole from me. Thank you so much to you can say that.
Kinetic Aesthetic.
Thank you, Kinetic Aesthetic, for donating 1,000 cheers to us. We really appreciate it.
Such a good name.
It really is. But let me finish this story because this is like how this life works sometimes. So I used to tell people to come in, blah 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 blah. Got stolen from. Super pissed. Moved out here. I was sitting around. I didn't have very much money. And the message from Kinetic Aesthetic is love you guys. Thank you so much. We love you too.
Oh, thank you. That's so sweet.
I will say this though. This is what's so crazy. I was like, I still have these cords for my Xbox, but no Xbox. So I drove down to GameStop and I was like, can I trade this in for cash because I don't even have an Xbox anymore? And the person there was like, no, you can't, but you can trade it in for store credit. So I did. And I was like, well, I guess I have to go back now and buy something later. So eventually I wound up going down to that GameStop a few more times and I wound up getting hired there. And that's the place I met Robin.
Yeah.
That's 100% true. Had my apartment or my house or whatever had not been broken into, I might not have ever met her. So It's weird how things work out like that. That's 100% true. Like, that's why I started going to that GameStop was because I wanted to get cash.
I would have started dating Charlie.
Wow. Good to know. I'll let you keep going now.
Okay.
Trying to be romantic, and you're like, here's who else I would have been with.
Okay, so I freaked out a little, walked up to the door, hesitated to open it, decided to lock it. Since my family was on the phone, I decided to shake this off and go back to talking to my family. After I got off the phone, I was thinking about how weird that was and if maybe there was a logical explanation, but I couldn't think of anything. Early the next morning, while me and my husband were still in bed, I told him what happened. He asked me what time that was around, and I told him. He paused, and then he told me that late last night he got a message from back home that his grandpa, who had been very ill for the last year, had passed away.
Wow.
Either that was a weird coincidence, or maybe his grandpa wanted to say goodbye to us. I'll never know. Oh, I have
and you locked them out? No, I'm kidding. I'm not trying to make you feel bad. That is super sad, though.
That is super sad. I never met him and wondered if that was him. Could he have just gone to our house because of our energy since my husband wasn't there at the time? Was it something else entirely? And I'm lucky I didn't open the door?
Probably. Honestly, like, if you're looking at, like, the rational human aspect of it, it's probably more likely there was something else at your door that night. Maybe that bad feeling that you had.
Peepholes or windows or
I don't know.
Either way, it could have been anything.
Yeah, it really could have been. Erring on the side of caution is never a bad thing.
Yes, safety first. They say in Hawaiian folklore that if you get a knock at the door and when you open it you see a butterfly, that means you had a visit from a loved one who had passed away.
We've heard that before.
Yes. Also, they say if you have a spontaneous floral scent pass by out of nowhere, it's a visit from a loved one who's passed. Either way, at the time, I wasn't trying to sniff the air or look for no butterflies in the dark.
I guarantee you at least one person after they hear this, the next time something creepy happens to them is going to be like,
oh no.
Honestly, if I sniffed because like something creepy happened and it smelled like farts, that would be more likely that it was one of my relatives visiting me because they are a flatulent bunch, just saying.
You're a flatulent bunch.
Thank you so much. I edit them all out so you guys don't have to hear them. I am yet to fire one off during a live show, but I always consider doing it just to see what kind of reaction it would get, but I don't know. I think you would just power through it. You might freak the fuck out and you might just keep going.
I would just be like, are you kidding me? Continue.
She would spaz out.
Okay. So, anyway, this seems to be a super relatable story, so thought I would share. I read and heard stories of people who do open the door, and honestly, hell nah.
That's funny.
That's literally how it's spelled. Hell nah. or nah.
I like nah.
Yeah?
Nah sounds good.
They are brave because I did a nervous laugh, lock the door, and just hope for the best. I love your podcast. It's very entertaining and down to earth, not cheesy like most. Thank you. We try to be cheesy, and
we don't try and be cheesy.
I mean, no, yeah, that's right. We don't try and be cheesy. We're just us. You know, we're like two weird people that are just like, we're into this.
There's two modes that I have when we do the podcast. Like, I want to tell you guys this story, and when I do that, I just want to be as factual as possible, and I want to read your stories to you.
And we definitely like sharing our own personal weird quirks.
Right.
And not like cool My Hero Academia quirks, but like weird things.
I don't get it. I don't watch it.
But yeah, and we always like to remind people we're not historians, we're not scientists, we're not academics that are like, this is what we do.
We're just people who know how to research pretty well.
Yeah, and we just like to have fun, and we like to chat with you guys and make all these new friends that are into weird, creepy crap. It's awesome.
It is. It's super fun. Like, it's Wednesday is stressful for me because I'm doing all this running around trying to get everything ready for the show, and then once the show starts and we're broadcasting, I'm like, cool, now I can relax. Which is just so weird because you figure it would be the exact opposite of that, where it's like the stress builds up until the show starts, and then it's like, oh God, no.
Yeah.
But it's really not. I'm just super chilled out because it's like you guys are all super cool and super supportive, and especially the people who watch us live, you guys are great. So
yeah, and you know what's funny is normally I don't shop for Halloween. I really don't shop for Halloween very much.
Normally
than candy.
She is balls deep in Christmas right now.
I'm balls deep in Christmas. But because we're doing this podcast and because I get to share my love of Halloween and creepy stuff and adorably Halloween-themed products, I got to go to Target shopping, hanging out in the Halloween section, and I cannot tell you guys how happy it makes me when I'm walking around and there's just this mom with all her little kids, and the mom's just like, I love Halloween. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like so cute to see these.
I've not really met many people who say that they don't like Halloween, to be honest with you.
I hated Halloween for a really long time.
What happened?
My birthday's Halloween, so no one cared about my birthday.
So what a change.
You.
Aw, you're so sweet.
Okay.
I've always been about making sure people feel special on their birthdays. Like, that's just an important thing to me. Like, everyone should have a cake, blow out candles, and be sang to on their birthday. And if you can, go to like their favorite restaurant or just hang out and have fun. Like, that's just something I feel like if I'm involved in someone's life, like, I should give them that on their birthday if I can. You know what I mean? So
you're so cute.
Aww.
Okay, so it continues. Thanks again for letting me share. I would love to know what you think. It's an awesome story. You said that you had a lot more. We would love to hear all your stories.
Yes.
I know it's been like 2 months, but we hope you're still listening.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
And so thank you so much, Crystal. It's awesome.
Yeah, thank you so much for sending that in. Everyone that sends us stuff, we appreciate it. Everyone who thinks about sending us stuff, we appreciate it. Everyone who doesn't send us anything, but you guys listen, we appreciate you too. So it's just a lot of appreciation all around. So I'm going to go ahead and mark this, and let's go ahead and look over to Stream Chat. There's a lot of stuff flying by. I couldn't keep up with all of it, so let's see what you guys got for us and just go through it.
Okay, I'll handle Twitch. You handle YouTube.
Okay, handle Twitch while I'm scrolling up, and don't do your thing where you're dead silent. If you have to, do your weird humming. Do. Don't you fucking do it. Damn it.
Okay, so Glitch says you can't do public restrooms. Seriously, public restrooms freak me out. Miss Easy said a storm's rolling in. Is it really rolling in? Are we actually going to get rain? Because I would love some rain. I think that'd be great.
She's terrified of storms.
But I need some rain. It's so humid and gross, and I'm ready for it to just be raining and cold and winter so I can wear my coats and be fluffy and wear layers, and it's awesome. Boop boo.
There it
is.
Taylor from YouTube says, random, but Zaboomafoo rules. I am getting an environmental science degree because of that show.
Oh my god!
It sparked my love of animals and the environment. That is fucking awesome.
That seriously is the goal of the Crap Brothers. They have a show now that they go around live to show kids. They actually came out here to Vegas, and I wanted to go, but I was like, I'm almost 30. It's going to be all children. This is going to be awkward.
I walked into Toy Story 3 with my best friend, and we were both like 28 years old, and it was just children as far as the eyes could see. And I was like, fuck y'all. All y'all. This shit is for me, not you. And then they couldn't even make it through that whole, like, I lava you short that was at the beginning of the movie. They were sleeping or crying.
I love that short.
I walked in and, like, I saw someone I knew from high school, and she had her kids. She's like, you're busted. Like, I shouldn't be in that movie. I was like, suck my balls, bitch.
Anyway, yeah, no, like that's literally their goal, is to make sure this new generation coming out enjoys animals and enjoys wildlife and helps protect it. I think it's awesome that you're getting a
very good goal.
science. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
I wasn't the generation, and it's funny when we do the live shows because I can be totally honest about this and I don't have to keep up the shtick, but I never saw Zaboomafoo. I never knew what it was. So like, Robin and her sister were talking about it, and I was just like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? And like, oh, it's this show. How did you never see it? And they do this thing where they lose their minds when I say I haven't seen something that they've seen. And I was like, I'm pretty sure you guys are just making shit up right now because you guys are going so over the top. And then they started singing the theme song together. I'm like, this is just group hallucination. This is mass hysteria. That's what's happening right now. And it's a joke I carried over into the podcast. And it seems like it's really sparked hatred for me with a lot of our fans, which I'm totally okay with. I understand that more than people liking me, I think.
Okay.
So.
I think it's kind of adorable that Glitch and DZ are totally having like conversations in the Twitch between each other about Golden Girls and stuff because there's no one else in there to
I think
talk.
it's funny. Glitch is like, I need my souls, LOL, because like we were looking at it earlier because for whatever reason, the thing that tracks whoever's in the lead for the souls, which is what you get for watching us on Twitch, like it has something where it feeds you like fake currency that you can use to like ask us questions or play games or whatever through the app. It tracks like bits and souls, and sometimes it combines them. So Robin's screen was showing a completely different leaderboard than mine.
Yeah, my screen shows bits for some
because
reason.
Glitch I show is in the lead for the most, which means he's watched us the most.
Yes.
So thank you, Glitch. We appreciate it. So he won't switch to YouTube even if it's like poor quality on Twitch because he wants to get his souls.
Kinetic Aesthetic says they have a cool childhood story of a demon that they'll send soon. Please send it to us.
Yeah, we want to hear it.
Storytime at scaryish.com.
R2P2 says, I was more of a Wild Kratts person when it came to the Kratt Brothers. But I did watch Zaboomafoo.
Yeah, Wild Kratts is the new one.
So we can talk about Golden Girls. Oh my God. Then we start talking about their favorite episodes over there in Twitch chat.
DZ met her boyfriend at GameStop. That's really sweet.
That is. R2P2, I think Wild Corns is still going. I don't know what that is. Lots and lots.
Someone stole Glitch Grimm's grill from the 3rd floor. They climbed up to the 3rd floor to steal a grill.
What a fucking asshole. Kinetic Aesthetic put this message in the chat. I think it says when they sent their bits. Love you guys. I have no idea how this bit shit works. I honestly don't either. But I hope this goes through. I have a cool childhood story of the demon. Okay, that's what you were saying. So glad we're overlapping. R2P2, as when I was telling that story, and I was like, I've told you this a million times. He said, Aaron always tells this story, Ronald. I can't believe you don't remember. It's a good joke. I appreciate that joke. Robin doesn't.
Sorry. Connor is back. Kyrie asked if I was able to see the My Hero movie. I did not. I know a lot of my friends actually did go to see it in theaters. I love seeing a bunch of cosplayers showing their outfits and stuff that they wore to the movie. But no, I didn't see it. I'm still in the beginning stages of My Hero, so I have to shout out to my friends at the JJ Obsession who totally got me more excited about watching My Hero Academia. They make so much cool My Hero stuff, and they're the only reason why I'm really trying to get into the anime. So
Cells at Work too. They turned this on to Cells at Work, which is so fucking good.
It's so good. If you guys have not watched Cells at Work, go do it. It's so good.
I see Glitch Grim yelling at me to go watch My Hero Academia and Death Note and One Punch Man from Miss Deezy. Funny story about about One Punch Man. I wanted to watch that, and Robin didn't. Robin was like, this looks fucking stupid. So I was like, let's just start it and see if we like it. So we started, we watched the first 2 episodes, and then she watched it without me. She just went ahead and went through it because she actually wound up liking it.
Yeah, I love One Punch Man. It's hilarious. It's so good.
R2P2, I love My Hero. Robin, your quirk would be running away from bathrooms super fast.
I think it would be running from a lot of situations really fast.
Burning Eyes had to join YouTube. He says, dang, Twitch cut me off as soon as I donated those 1,000 bits. RIP.
No.
That's fucked up. You give us something and then Twitch kicks you off. I hate them right now.
Burning Eyes on YouTube is
Kinetic
Aesthetic.
Correct.
Dude, those names are so good.
Those
what
are
the
good
fuck?
names.
But yeah, so I think that looks good. For me at least.
Taylor on YouTube says, I will go with you to see the Crap Bros. That's hilarious.
The Crap Bros?
Krat Bros. I think you know who
Bros.
they are.
I thought I saw something earlier. Oh, Miss Deezy said something about mine is probably the store where they're deciding to buy condoms. rose condoms. I don't know. I saw that and I was like, this is out of context. I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't understand that either.
Okay, so your turn.
Cool. So this is my last one. Hang on, let me mark it. Stupid Adam. Pay attention, Adam. Marked. So this is the last one that I have for the night. It is also my longest one, so hopefully you guys enjoy it. It's long, and it's titled Story. Hey, guys. Hello.
Hey.
My name is Albert. I'm going to leave out the last name. We could include it. We don't have to leave it out, but I'm just going to go ahead and leave it out.
Cool.
Sorry if this is unorganized and the punctuation is off. I'm typing this on the go and on a phone, so please bear with me. No problem. Oh, speaking of bears, I'd also like to point out that last week on the show, I wore a Mitchell Trubisky jersey, and he had the best performance by a Chicago Bear quarterback since like 1946.
And I
6
also
touchdowns.
had him on my fantasy team.
And Robin started him in her fantasy team and got all those fucking points.
Yeah, 41 points. 41 fantasy points.
I did this whole thing where I talked about how good the Bears might be this year, and like I must have inspired her because she picked up the people I wanted to get.
I picked up Trubisky and
the Bears defense.
And the defense, and they rocked it this past week.
They've been doing fairly well,
And
so
so,
very happy about
yeah.
that. My Cubs didn't fare so well last night.
Oh crap! Oh no! Woo! I thought today was Thursday. Was about to freak out.
It's Wednesday. We got time to
Yep.
set that lineup. So that was some fantasy football talk really fast. But let's get back to this story. They're typing it on a phone. We're bearing with them. That's what threw me off. It all started when I was 12, and I was cleaning the Settlers Park nursing home. I was a part-time janitor at 12 years old. Holy shit! I was a part-time janitor for a job that I had under the table. My first day there.
I was gonna say like that's some child
labor law
shit.
Yeah. My first day there, they were telling me everybody and all the patients that I have to look out for. Sure, some of them pick me up. That doesn't work. That sentence doesn't work. So I guess I'll mark this really fast and try and figure out what's trying to be said here.
L2.
Sure, some of them pick me up, but I wasn't going to back out my first day. What do you think?
I think he was so little, some people picked him up.
No? What?
What?
Sure, some of them picked me up.
Picked on me.
Picked on me?
I think it's picked on me.
Okay. Sure, some of them picked on me, but I wasn't going to back out my first
Boom.
day.
Makes sense.
Settlers Park was a pretty good sized nursing home. If you were to get in the helicopter and fly above it, it would look like a square. It would look like a square of 0 with this. Okay.
It looks
I don't know
like
what that
a big
means.
Square donut.
A big square donut, so a square.
Yeah, but with a hole in the center.
Okay. So it would look like a square of 0 with the center being a green grass type area. So it has like a greenery in the middle of it. Okay.
Yeah.
It was also separated into two parts. The outside of the circle was for normal patients. Shout out to, I'm going to let you say that one.
Akasuna no Kairi?
Cool. Thank you for subscribing. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
It means a lot.
I don't know.
No,
Okay.
no one can hear that.
Okay.
We're doing this for the audio people,
Oh,
so you have
sorry.
to describe that out loud. No, you're not going to? Okay, I
wait,
guess I'll keep moving
describe
on
what?
then. What you just did, your pantomime that you
Oh,
just did.
yeah. Kill me. I don't know
Oh
how
my
to read.
God. This has just gone off the rails. It's fucking garbage now.
You're garbage.
Settlers Park was a pretty good sized nursing home. If you're in the helicopter, it's a fucking square circle. We got that. Okay. It was also separated into two parts. The outside of the circle was for normal patients that were allowed to leave if they please, but the middle was for the memory care side. I had the unlucky job of cleaning up the memory care side. That sucks. So I had to be given a list of things that I would have to do in case something happened on the memory care side. I was not alone. There was at least 2 CNAs there, but they usually stayed at the front desk while I had to go around cleaning floors and window seals. Most of the time I was out of their vision. The memory care side was also locked in from the other side and the outside of the middle. So it just sounds like it's on lockdown.
Okay.
The worst things that they told me I would have to look out for was pretty straightforward in what you would think. Sometimes patients would get up and go around confused of where they were and who they were. If that happened, you were to call a CNA on a walkie-talkie. That was the usual.
That sounds like a really hard job for a 12-year-old.
Yeah, I'm just like, why would a 12-year-old have a job as a janitor in this place? This is crazy. Like, get a job at, like, someplace else that will hire. Why do you have a job at 12?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Family circumstances, sometimes you can't help it, and you have to take care of your family, and that's just what you got to do, you know? But that's really hard for a 12-year-old to do. And
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but this place giving that much work to
I mean,
a kid.
they probably really wanted this job. They were probably the ones that were talking this place into giving them the job under the table, you know?
Yeah.
All right. One thing that caught me off guard was a diagnosis of a disease called sundowners. I've totally heard of this. Many people have heard of sundowners from the horror movie The Visit, but I never watched it. It's good, actually.
The Visit?
We've seen it like 3 times.
We have?
Yeah, the people go to see their grandparents who have sundowners.
Oh,
yeah. Don't spoil it for everyone.
Oh, man, that movie is good.
For those of you who don't know, sundowners is a state in which your body acts like it's awake when it's dark, but you're asleep. I'm not the best describing it, but pretty much imagine sleepwalking on crack. Most cases aren't serious, but the one I'm going to tell you about is. Cool. The first night there, I wasn't alone. I had another person with me. She was an older lady and was telling me about all the things that happened and will probably happen to me while I cleaned up there. Nothing really crazy besides a woman in 13A. Of course it was 13. We drove by in the cart and we had that... Okay, hang on. Gotta mark it. I need to start proofing some of these. It's so hard to not spoil them but get them fixed. We drove by in the cart we had that carried a trash can and other cleaning supplies.
Okay, I know what they're talking about.
Okay, me too. She stopped in front of the door, and then I looked and saw it had a bolted lock on the outside. Beside the door has... I'm dying here. I'm just getting murdered by this. Beside the door, the room number and the name of the people who were sleeping in the room. Most people have 2 in one. Most people have 2 people in one room, but this room only had 1.
Okay.
Okay. I'm not allowed to give the name, obviously, of the elderly woman who slept in the room, so for the story, I'll call her Crystal. That sucks because we got an email from someone named Crystal this episode. Oh, that's hilarious. I asked the other girl who was cleaning with me why we stopped and why there was a bolt holding her door shut. She looked me dead in the eyes and held up her hand to signal for me to stop talking.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
At this moment, I became a little frightened, and almost as if Crystal could sense my fear, there was a thud on the door that was so loud, I jumped back and knocked over the cart.
Oh my goodness.
The other girl I was cleaning with didn't even flinch. She just looked at me and said, no matter under what circumstances, never open the door.
That's so what?
Fucked up? Yeah, that sounds very illegal. As soon as she finished the sentence, there was scratching. I asked why, and she picked up the cart and told me she was the worst case of sundowners. She didn't go into what it was that Crystal did when she got out, but she looked at me and said, afraid. She looked at me sad and afraid, so I never asked. After I was done cleaning for the night and I was saying goodbye to the CNAs at the desk, they called me over and showed me Crystal's book, and it said Extreme Sundowners Violence, which I took it as when she experiences darkness, she turns extremely violent.
Oh, man. That's really rough.
Super creepy.
Oh, my gosh. That's really rough.
The next night I was by myself because the lady that I worked with called in sick. I had no problem doing it by myself. I said hi to CNAs and then started to clean. I noticed an alternative man walking around in the hall outside of 13A's room. I called the CNAs to come get him and take him back to the room, and they did just that, without checking the door of 13A's room. That's super fucking creepy. I think that's foreshadowing, obviously.
Oh, God.
I continued to clean until I got to the door and noticed the bolt was not locked. A sense of fear shivered down my spine and made me go for my walkie-talkie, but as soon as I picked it up, I heard a big thud, and then the door flew open.
Fuck that.
I was face to face with an elderly woman that was surprisingly buff and about 5'10".
Surprisingly
Holy
buff.
Shit, just like
She's
a ripped...
bigger than me.
She's like groundskeeper Willie. Just kicks the fucking door down. I was 12. I was 5'3" and 95 pounds. Holy shit.
Oh, man.
She had her eyes closed the entire time and was dressed in a white nightgown. She had a sling over her right arm, but she didn't seem to mind it because her right arm was completely straight. I pressed the button to talk to the walkie-talkie, and then Crystal charged me. The walkie-talkie flew out of my hand and hit the wall. The cleaning cart, the cleaning rolling bench knocked over, and my glass water bottle shattered. I hit my head hard and screamed. The CNA heard my scream. It actually says cream. The CNA heard my scream and started to walk down the hallway, only to see an elderly woman beating a 12-year-old boy. Keep in mind there was video cameras videotaping the whole thing. Crystal opened her eyes as I opened mine, and I saw her start to cry. That's super sad.
No.
Crystal walked over to the broken bottle and picked up a long piece of glass, then turned to me and charged.
Dude.
I pulled up my arms to cover my face to protect myself and felt a sharp pain as the glass went into my arm. She then pulled the glass out of my arm, got up, and pointed it at the CNAs that stopped about 10 feet from me.
Oh, my goodness.
Crystal looked back down at me and then said some things that I couldn't understand. Then she screamed, "I will hunt you until you die, and you will never live with happiness."
Dude, what?
Jesus Christ.
Oh, this is so much.
Crystal then took the sharp piece of glass and cut her throat.
Shut up.
Blood spilled over my pants, and then the dead body of Crystal fell on top of me with blood drooling over me. The whole time I was crying and bleeding from my arm. After that, the CNAs got her off of me and then took me to the hospital. In parentheses, I couldn't get the video of the altercation that occurred because of a privacy agreement I signed so I could get the job. The photo of my wrist is the scar from the glass.
Dude.
So there's a photo apparently attached to this email that I'm totally going to have to pull up. I quit the job after I got out and spent 6 months in therapy. After the 6 months in therapy, I was apparently ready to be back in school. School is rough, but I understand most of it because I was ahead of the class. I never really had the best family, but the one person I could count on was my grandmother. She was really tough, but she only had one eye, and her fight with breast cancer left her with one breast. But she beat it. One day while at her house, I was asked if I would go upstairs and grab her glasses. I said, of course. Grandma and I were halfway up the stairs when I looked up and saw a black figure looking back at me. Wow. My grandmother came in the stairs. Okay, hang on. I got to mark this one. This sentence is all over the place. My grandmother came in the stairs and said, "Wait, you can see him?" What the fuck? I said yes with tears running down my face, and my grandmother came up to me and hugged me. She then told me that it's nothing to be afraid of, and he was a protector.
Oh my God.
The black figure then gave more of a pleasant feeling and then vanished. My grandmother was a stone cold bitch. In parentheses, her words. She said she's seen spirits her whole life and only told me. That's just how the sentence says. She's seen spirits her whole life and only told me. P.S. She is still alive. She then told me I was to share the same gift as her. I felt better and went home. That's a weird thing to feel better about. It was close to the end of the school. I think we're just going through a bunch of different stories here because this is kind of all over the place. But yeah. I guess we'll just keep going with it. It was close to the end of the school year, and I was at a friend's house alone with a couple of friends. Okay, so that's the second time we've been challenged by the word alone. So alone means there's no one else with you. So you're with a couple of friends. I was 13 at the time, and my friend stole some beers from the fridge. At 11:30 p.m., my friend brought out his family's Ouija board. It's not just that you have a Ouija board, it's that you have a family Ouija board. We decided to play with it, and everything turned to shit. We asked it if there was a spiritual presence there. It shot to yes.
Oh my God, why?
I then asked it, "Where are you?" which isn't something we've heard people ask before. And all the beer bottles dropped on their side and pointed to me.
No way.
6 fucking half-full beer bottles fell over and pointed at me. That's super fucking creepy. I then asked if they could show themselves, and they said, quote, "soon."
What the fuck?
See, when I hear Ouija board stories, what goes through my head is they get these super elaborate answers. Like, it takes so long to spell that shit. Like, how would you even know where to put the spaces? But when you get an answer like soon... like, that sounds more like a Ouija board answer to me. So 2 weeks later, my dad was getting mad at me and decided that he wanted to beat my ass. It wasn't out of the norm, but he seemed more pissed than normal. He started with a punch and then threw me to the ground. I looked at him and his eyes rolled in the back of his head and he said, "soon." Then kicked me in the face. I knew in my soul something was wrong, and I crawled to my dresser where I kept a small pocket knife and grabbed it. Then he picked me up by the back of my throat and threw me to the other side of the room. He then got on top of me and started to choke me. His eyes were closed and he had a smile that is burned into my mind. I cried and thrust my knife into his head. Holy shit. This is really intense.
Where is this?
I'm going to go ahead and request someone check and see if this is a creepypasta because this is just like all over the place. The smile left his face and tears filled his eyes. He then got off of me, then left. So you stabbed him in the head. Okay, it says, I missed a sentence here. I'm sorry. He did not die, and the knife bounced off of his skull. Okay, so he probably just got cut. He then snapped back and opened his eyes. The smile left his face, and tears filled his eyes. He got off of me, then left. I laid there trying to catch my breath. He called the cops. In his testimony, he had no recollection of what he had done. The only thing he remembers is me stabbing him. I was too embarrassed to say the truth, so I just said what my dad said. I also said that I got the marks in a previous fight I got in earlier that day, but it was undecided because I never left the house that day. The police report is the part of the paper I sent you, so we apparently have that too. You can say my full name, but only say I'm not going to say your full name. That's if you read it on your podcast. P.S. I will send you the police report when I find it in the morning. Okay. Sorry if this is extra long, but everything I said is the truth. I am almost 18 years old now and have experienced things I cannot explain. I have collected data and will give you more and more samples of weird things that happened to me throughout time. I just feel like this is a long one and the start of it all.
That's so intense.
That
dude.
is super
like,
fucking
what?
intense.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, it was creepy. It was
like
building,
anxiety.
And then when this fucking old woman cuts her own throat, I was just like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh man, dude.
That one's super intense. Okay, so like while we're on the air here, I'm gonna go ahead and bring up the original email so I can check this thing out and see what the hell these scars look like. God damn it. Can you vamp for a sec, please?
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, dude. What the hell? That's insane. It's a lot.
Give some thoughts on the story that we just read and like where you I don't know anything.
Did they say where they're from?
Not really.
Or,
no, they
okay.
named this what do you call it? The nursing home, which I think is funny because they were supposed to have this agreement where they couldn't do that.
I don't know, but that's just it's a lot for a 12-year-old especially.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a picture that was sent to us. It looks like of a forearm that has like a gouge that's been taken out of it, and also a line straight down the middle. So that's definitely a scar.
It is a scar. I'm like looking at my wrist right now.
All right, is that there on mine?
No, yeah, that's really intense, dude.
Yeah.
Like, wow. We are sorry you had to go through that. That's incredible.
Yeah, and just FYI, I'm not calling for a check on the whole creepypasta thing because I don't believe you. It's just so intense and so many different stories all at once that it's like I feel like I need to do my due diligence on this. This reminds me of some shit that I would research and then later have to check and see if I can like explore the validity behind the claim. So thank you for sending that in because that shit is all very intense and like very traumatizing experiences for someone to experience, especially like what you went through at 12 and 13 and whenever your dad attacked you as well. Like that's just fucking bizarre. All of it. So I guess let's take a break and check out Stream Chat and see if you guys might have had any thoughts about that story.
Everyone going like, holy crap, this is intense. Sunflower Dragon has joined us.
Thank you for joining us, Sunflower Dragon.
Who is Grim from the Discord.
Okay. What?
Not Glitch Grim, different Grim from the Discord.
Thank you. I'm like,
sorry.
We already have a Grim.
But yeah. Beep beep doop boo. La 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 la. And yeah, so it's just everyone freaking out over this story.
Like, read specific stuff. Dude, what are you doing here? Are we going to interact with them or not?
It's just like, this is fucking insane. I'm pretty freaked out. The fucking poor guy. Jesus. Not Jesus. I'm saying Jesus. Sorry. And hashtag bye, Ashley.
Robin, the Sundowner's woman is like Dark Shadow. That's what R2P2 said. I hope you get that, Ronald. I don't think she's gonna get that. Dark Shadow, is that a character from something that they're referencing?
I don't know.
So yeah, I didn't think she was gonna get
idea.
that. She would have reacted right away if she was gonna get that.
Yeah.
So Glitch Grim says, "What the fuck is this place?" That's so fucking funny.
Yeah, dude, this story is just fucking.
Girl Panic 95. I think you hit the nail right on the head when you said this is fucking intense. Yeah, it is intense. That one was bizarre, and like that's just me being skeptical when I read all that stuff. Where I'm just like, that first experience when it got to the point where the lady cut her throat, I'm just like this is so fucking intense. Like, would someone even share this with us?
Yeah, it's just like I cannot believe that happened. It's incredible. All right, so I'm gonna go into my story.
Whoa, we have way more. I have to check all this chat out. We have stuff coming from YouTube.
Sorry,
she's just in a rush now to get through.
I got to all the Twitch ones.
Okay,
so.
I'm looking. I see Girl Panic saying I'm pretty freaked out. This poor fucking guy. Miss Deezy used the Y though. Thank you. I should have tossed that up, but I was reading it. I just came back and it's like I got strangled and then I stabbed him in the head. What the fuck did I miss? That's hilarious. Shit escalated. Oh man, yeah, that one was just a lot to take in. Power stab.
Oh my gosh.
Holy shit. Nathan says finally got to make a live stream. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah,
Nathan.
I don't think we've seen you in a couple episodes.
Yeah, you were there when I was testing out the microphone so that I could get this shit synced up. So I know you'll be there when you can, and I appreciate it.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that one was just super fucking intense. And well, thank you for sending that to us, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't want anyone to feel like you shouldn't send us something that you want to, because like I definitely want you guys to feel like this is a safe place that you can send stuff to.
Right.
But like I'm just like, I do it for every story. Like, I'm just saying, like, well, this could have been this could have been this. That stuff, like, that was told through his eyes.
That's real human shit.
Yeah, so it's told through his eyes, so it's like, I cannot question the story without making it sound like I'm questioning him, you know? Sometimes people will be like, this is what I think I saw. That one was just straight him saying, like, this is exactly what happened to me. So, just saying, like, please don't be offended. I'm just trying to, like, wrap my head around that, too, so. Okay, I guess we're going to go ahead and move into the next one.
R2P2 says that I should stop watching My Hero if I don't know who Dark Shadow is. I'm literally 4 episodes in to My Hero, so I don't know who that is. I know like 9 characters.
That's hilarious.
So, yeah, I'm sure I'll get to that Dark Shadow character eventually. I know someone was cosplayed as that character at the convention that I had a table at, so that's all I know.
Just keep watching and you'll get it eventually, I guess.
I'll keep watching and I'll get to it. I just have a lot of other shit I'm watching at the same time.
It's very true.
Okay, so
she's gone through all of 911 in like 3 days. She was super addicted to it.
Gosh.
She wouldn't move anywhere without her phone being in her hand.
Yeah, 911, so good. Okay, anyway, so hey y'all, Hillary here.
Hello,
Hillary. Which Hillary? Get it?
I mean, which Hillary?
They're from Texas. I don't know. Okay, so I'm from Texas.
That clears it up for me. They're from Texas. I don't know. I'm still so just bizarrely lost by your comments.
I don't know. Okay. I'm from Texas, so the y'all seemed appropriate. Also, I'm at work and I have nothing to do, so I figured I'd get paid to tell you my spooky story.
Nice. Smart move.
Very smart. Very nice. Okay, so moving on. Where do I begin? I live in San Marcos. I'm not sure where that is. I'm so sorry.
I'm going to guess it's in Texas.
Yeah, it's in Texas, but where in Texas? Is it
know.
towards the coast? Sounds like it'd be towards the coast.
Really? Why? Is
there
that sand on it?
Yeah. I don't know.
Is San Antonio towards the coast?
It's south.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have no idea. I just know there's north, east, west, and south Texas. So.
And there's these apartments that I stayed in that I am convinced were haunted as hell. I'm just going to tell you one of my scariest experiences. I got home from work and tried getting into my room only to realize I had locked myself out. It was student living, so everyone has their own key to their room. I was so annoyed because I was about to call the maintenance man late one night and get charged $50 to get into my own damn room.
That's fucking bullshit.
So I chose to wait till the morning to casually bump into the maintenance man and get him to open my door with my charm.
That's smart.
That's super hilarious.
Oh my God, how you
Get
doing?
It? That's super hilarious. Hillary, hilarious.
Oh yeah, I guess. You split that word up where it didn't sound like Hillary, and then you're like, get it? Hilarious.
Oh, whatever.
I was like, air? What are you talking
it's all
about?
the coffee. My brain's not working. All right. So at the time, I had 2 roommates, Allie and Alexis. Alexis was out of town, and she generally left her door unlocked, and Allie had her boyfriend staying over. I hated Alexis, so I wasn't about to go sleep in her room. Oh, shit, catty.
Right?
Never room with random roommates. It's a trap. I never had to room with anyone. In college, I've never had roommates.
You never lived on campus?
No.
That would probably be
One,
why.
too expensive.
Yeah, it's very, very expensive.
2, I could just drive. Just get a cheaper apartment.
I would much rather get an apartment just off campus than get a dorm that costs like more than that, and you just get like a fucking cardboard cutout of a room. It's so just crazy expensive for that shit.
So that left me with a sofa. I'm sitting up on the edge of the sofa listening to music, scrolling through Twitter by myself, laughing at about 3 in the morning. I realize that's creepy. Trust me, I just love Twitter. It's hard for me to keep up with Twitter because I have the certain people that I will follow on Twitter, and I will follow pretty regularly, and then I follow a whole bunch of other people that I'll see a tweet every once in a while, and I can't do the reading every single tweet a person has said. I can't do that.
I get annoyed with Twitter because like we manage the scary-ish social media stuff, so I'll put stuff up from the social media stuff sometimes, and whenever I'm on Twitter, I'll post something from the scariest thing, then like later on I'll switch to my personal Twitter, and I'll be scrolling through my feed, and I'll see stuff from like today, from yesterday, from 2 or 3 days ago, and I won't see the thing I posted from scary-ish.
You gotta press the house.
No. Like, I'm talking about my feed, my activity feed from my personal one. It won't show me the things that I'm posting from something I know that I'm following. So I can't help but feel like, what else am I missing? Because I'm following, like, a lot of people, and I only ever see, like, the same 6 or 7 people, like, posts, which is super fucking annoying. Because, like, I'll see stuff from, like, 10 days ago, and then if I go and check one specific person's Twitter, it'll be like, oh, they've tweeted like 20 times and I haven't seen any of these in my
Yeah.
activity feed. I can't stand that shit.
You
so.
got to do the notification thing where they'll send you text messages.
I have that set up for just about everyone that I want to follow. I get no text messages, no
I only get
notifications from
text
Twitter.
messages from Major Nelson. Major Nelson, the Xbox FanFest dude,
Right.
and Bethesda. And that's about it.
I have-
and Scarish, of
I have
course.
notifications from like 4 or 5 people and I never get messages. I get notifications from Instagram, which is why I'm mostly on Instagram because that seems to work for me. So.
Yeah, I use Instagram a lot more.
I'm glad we actually got an
as well.
Instagram up and running.
So, yeah, we need to start posting more. We have so many pictures that y'all have sent us of, like, Omen babies. And I think we're going to start posting. I'm going to start posting the pictures of all the little cats and dogs.
Cool.
And
We have
stuff.
a lot of them. It's just
So-
weird for us to like post pictures of your pets, but I guess
Yeah.
if we give you like reference or if we like refer to you like so and so sent this to us, like here's a picture of an Omen baby, like that could work.
Maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
I put the notifications on Instagram for the episodes. That's about all I really share on there.
Yeah,
So-
I'm the one that posts all the pictures. Sorry.
What pictures?
Like all the pictures of people in our shirts and
Oh, okay.
fan art
On
and stuff
Instagram,
like
you
that.
mean?
Yes, that's
Oh,
what
right
I mean. Okay, moving on. All of a sudden, I feel something tug on my hair. Usually, I can talk myself out of things like, it's just in your head, stupid, so I blow it off. Then I feel another tug, this time with more force. At this point, I'm terrified to even move, so logically, the only way to make the entity leave me alone is to throw my blanket over my head.
That's funny.
I do that, and then only moments later, I hear scratching at the edge of the sofa where my head is. No.
Maybe it was just gnawing. Maybe it wasn't scratching. Maybe it was trying
I
to
don't
eat your
know.
head.
I don't know. And I can literally,
Keep going. It was just
Okay.
a slight noise outside of our door, and
I-
Robin is terrified.
hear the leather on the sofa. I seriously have no idea what to do next. I was shaking. I turned my music all the way up, and then I'm there for a second on the verge of tears when I feel the fucking sofa get yanked so hard. Okay.
You're having way hard of a reaction to this.
You can bet I noped the fuck out of there and ran to Alexis's room, which was in fact unlocked. This was the only time living with her was beneficial to my life.
That's hilarious.
Anyways, I got into her bed and slept with the light on, but I could still hear slight scratches on the door. Then after a while, it just stopped. Keep in mind, this whole time, Allie is in bed with her boyfriend, all safe, and I'm over here having a damn heart attack. The next morning, I went to go check the sofa, and there were long scratch marks along where I heard them. We have no pets, because what broke college student can afford a pet fee? And so to this day, I have no idea what that was or why it was so bored that it just had to fuck with me. You can share this on the pod if you want. And I have plenty more stories to share, but I'd just like to say that y'all make my work days bearable, and I love how witty you are. Keep on creeping. Infinite hugs, Hillary. Thank you so much, Hillary. That's such a crazy story.
You scared the shit out of Robin. That was a really good story.
But yeah, thank you so much. Send your other stories that you have too. We would love to read them. It's just awesome.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
super creepy.
Stressful. Sorry.
I don't know. I like it when they're short and like super like this is what happened and then it just fucking explodes out of nowhere because like whenever I see a shorter email, I'm just like, okay, like this is gonna be pretty basic, and then they blow our fucking minds. That one was really, really good.
Minds.
Right on. So I think we're gonna check out Stream Chat one more time, and then we're gonna move into the section where we pick winners for some shit. So hopefully that'll work. You're staring
Yeah.
at me blankly, so I'm
No,
hoping
go.
I'm right about that. So you take care of Twitch. I'll take care of YouTube's. So
Jang me. I'm so sad that you missed so much. I'm so sorry.
Burning Eye says, I've always been afraid of Texas mainly because I was afraid of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre as a kid.
That's hilarious. I love Texas. I would totally go back, even just for a vacation. Gotta have some good barbecue.
Yeah, I really want to go get some barbecue in
Being
Texas.
from like Dallas Fort Worth, I'm so accustomed to like city life maybe though, so I don't know. I have
There's a scene in, I can't remember which Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It might be the first one, it might be the third one they made, but it's like a camera that's like on someone that while they're running through, and they hit a tree branch and it hits them and they fall down. And that wasn't supposed to happen. They were supposed to run away from the killer in the movie. And while they were filming, it was super fucking dark and they were in the woods and they couldn't see. And this chick knocked herself unconscious. Like she had to be taken to the hospital. And they realized the camera was fucking rolling the whole time. And it's still in the movie.
Oh my god.
They're like, just fucking keep it. Like it's authentic. Like she fucking rocked her shit
That's
on this
crazy.
giant branch. Just hit her square in the forehead and just laid her the fuck out. And it wound up making it in the movie.
Miss Deasy asked, what the hell was the chest on the screen? What's really cool about the stream stuff that Adam set up is that for the souls that you can collect, every once in a while, a chest will appear on the screen. And
It's
if
like
you
a
click
random
it, it's
drop.
like a bonus souls.
Yeah.
So kind
It's
of
like
cool.
you get this fake currency called souls when you're on Twitch and you're watching us, and like the way it's set up is that like randomly for a very small percentage of people, like it'll distribute these like treasure chests, which we can put like random numbers, like a very different like you can get like this number to this number. It's like 50 to 100 souls that'll pop out of it. Big shout out to Albrain for subscribing to us on Twitch. We appreciate
Thank you so
much.
But yeah, so click on the chests whenever you guys see them. Extra souls. Jangmi says, I have baby crickets in my bathtub and I don't know what to do.
Like on purpose?
I'm sure they're not on purpose.
I don't know. Maybe she was like, I don't know. Okay. Lots of stuff goes through my head. When I hear baby crickets, I'm like, were you trying to feed like a pet? Like a lizard of some sort, and they all like spilled out, or are they just like hanging out there?
Imagine spilling a whole container of crickets.
That's why I
That's
asked
horrible. I hope you didn't spill a whole container of crickets.
We
that
need
would
more
be horrible.
information. Burning Eyes over on YouTube says, I love your guys' Instagram. Thank you so much. I appreciate
that.
that.
We don't even have anything on
We're
there.
not posting enough, but we appreciate that you love it.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And then they said after that, especially because I only have an Instagram. I think that's the point of us trying to get across all the social medias, is so that the people that only have one thing or like don't do Facebook or don't do Twitter or don't do Instagram or don't do Snapchat, whatever they actually do, then they're able to do it. Oh, it looks like, yeah, I did say doo-doo. Thank you for pointing out that I said poop. Thank you so much. It looks like Nathan had gifted the sub to Albrain, and then Miss Deasy gifted a sub to Glitchgrim for 1 month.
You guys are so nice.
You guys are so nice.
That's like so ridiculous.
I haven't seen gift subs come through, and apparently like September was a thing, whereas like for the month of September, like I think gifting subs to other people was discounted. I found out about this shit when it ended because I'm dumb. So I should have been telling you guys about that the whole time.
Dude, I'm so upset about the Dallas Cowboys this past week.
Are we going to football talk?
No. I'm just saying because I know a lot of you guys are from Texas, and so I don't know what team you guys are a fan of.
They won though, so.
But I'm just like, they need to be better. They can't just be like inching towards winning, you know?
Who are they playing? Were they playing the Lions? I'm pretty sure they were playing the Lions. The Lions have a very good offense, so it was a good game. But yeah, it was a very close game. Chessie Cat over on YouTube says, "Oh my God." No. She says, "Omen babies on Instagram, please." I don't know why I'm saying she. I'm just assuming.
Yeah, I will totally post the animals that we've received because it's awesome.
R2P2 says, "I made a Twitter just for Scary-ish. I had actually had it before, but I downloaded it again for Scary-ish."
Oh, that's so nice.
Thank you,
that's
R2P2.
really nice of you. I thought it was super funny when you're like, I can respond. I was like, wait, what?
Burning Eye says, "I made a Twitch just today for Scary-ish." That's so funny because that's kinetic aesthetic.
Yeah.
They made that today so they could come on. They gave us 1,000 cheers, and then Twitch kicked them off. So it's been a wonderful Twitch experience.
Horrible.
I am
so sorry.
very happy to see that we haven't had anyone complain over on the YouTube side that things aren't working correctly. Thank you, Sunflower Dragon, for subscribing on Twitch. We really appreciate it.
Nathan C's like, you get a sub, everybody gets a sub.
Well, Miss Deasy did too, so that's awesome that
so
you guys are
nice.
tossing those out. You guys are fucking incredible to each other and to us, to be honest with you.
Jangmi asked if crickets are demonic just like flies.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Like flies are supposed to be carrion eaters.
I think crickets are good luck, at least from what I've seen in Mulan. Crickets are good luck.
I don't know. I've never seen Mulan.
I cannot believe you have never seen Mulan. Mulan makes me cry every time, and it's just I think if I had a second favorite, because my favorite Disney movie is 101 Dalmatians, don't judge me. My second favorite Disney movie would have to be Mulan because it just hits me in the feels every single time. It's just like the movie I needed to see growing up because the people look like me.
If we're going to do this Disney thing right now, I'll go on my little mini Disney rant. My favorite Disney movie is Aladdin. It was when I was a kid. I had a stuffed animal of Abu, the monkey, and like he had Velcro in his hand, so you could put him around your neck and like clap them together, and I used to take him to show and tell all the time. I loved Aladdin because I grew up in a school that was like 100% white except for me. I'm Puerto Rican. So like everyone that I met out on the West Coast is like, "What are you talking about? You're white." I'm like, "No, dude, I'm Puerto Rican."
I thought he was when I first met him. And
That's
now I'm
100% true, but like back
I'm
home,
joking.
I hate you so much. I was constantly told like, "You're not fucking white." Like that's what I grew up hearing. So when I watched Aladdin, it was like, "Oh, here's a Disney prince who's a brown dude, and he's like the diamond in the rough." And all the stuff happens where it shows you like you don't have to be royalty. You don't have to have blood of royalty to like be a good person or be worthy of like great things. And I fucking love that movie. And so I watched the second one, which was okay. And then I watched the third one where it turns out Aladdin was a prince all along. And I was kind of a kid still. And I was like, fuck this movie. This movie just ruined the entire point of the first one, the whole diamond in the rough thing. And now everyone's posting the hand me the lamp with the moth thing.
I love it.
That's my favorite one.
Love it.
It's so fucking good.
Yeah, someone help Jangmi Boone out with her cricket problem, please, because that sounds horrific.
Burning Eyes says, are moths demonic? I do not think moths are demonic, no. I don't know. I just know that they love lamp. We have had a story before. We have had a story before where a moth visited someone after their loved one passed.
Yes.
Similar to like the butterfly thing. So I don't think moths are demonic, but I'm not an authority. I just haven't heard anything about it before. My hedgehog's name is Mushu, is what Chessie Cat said over on YouTube. I don't know what that means.
I want to see a picture of a hedgie.
R2P2 says, are lamps the best thing ever? You are clearly a fucking moth. Thank you for watching our stream. And yes, they are.
Okay.
That's everything I got over on YouTube.
Girl Panic says, I drove by the house they used to use for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre at nights, and it was so creepy.
I bet.
I can't even imagine. Our friends took us past the American Horror Story house, and that was creepy.
That was creepy.
It was also
and the hotel.
fenced as shit. Oh, and the hotel. I'm good with never going into the hotel, though. I'm really good.
I have a friend calling me. That's when my phone lit up over here. He's probably driving home from work and is trying to stay awake, so we're going to let him die. We'll keep going. I really want to answer it and make sure he's alive, but I know he is because he's calling me. What kind of phone do you have? I have a Pixel. I have the original Pixel. I got it because you were supposed to get unlimited storage for all your pictures, and at the time we had nerd chills.
Wait, why are they asking you about your phone?
Because I just talked about it to them.
Oh.
Yeah. She doesn't pay any attention to the things I say.
Sorry.
So, yeah. I got it because I wanted to take unlimited pictures and just upload them. We went to E3. We were going to all these different events so I could take movies in 4K, like super high-res pictures and shit like that.
I like my phone. I have the Samsung S9. It's amazing.
I'm going to switch to the Note, the new Note, because I really like the Note. I really like the stylus. And two, I like the thrill of knowing that your phone can always explode and kill you. So those two things are really met when you buy yourself a Note.
Let's see.
I had an iPhone 6 and Twitch was not cooperative, but now I have an iPhone X and it works perfectly. It's good to know.
Miss Deasy says, I actually dislike everything Disney now. As I grew up, it became more cynical.
Jamie says, not you, Adam, because they weren't talking to me. My bad, dog. I don't know why I just started talking about my phone. What is the Massacre? Wait, is the Massacre House real? I saw a clip on YouTube and I always wondered that. Apparently it is Burning Eyes. That's from YouTube, by the way.
Oh, cool.
So we got a lot of why those popping up in chat right now. Good to see.
Taking work off, being able to actually watch Scariest Live. Aw,
Thank you for watching us. I'm so annoyed that Twitch has been so bad to our viewers right now because like everyone's been so fucking cool and they popped over into YouTube. So it's I'm so glad there's an alternative for you guys to watch us because if we didn't have that set up and you guys kept getting kicked off, I'd be furious.
Jagme says the world does not revolve around you; it revolves around Miss Deasy.
My bad, dog. Sorry, Miss Deasy. All right, so Robin, you can keep looking through this chat while we're going through this.
It's good.
We're good. We're caught up. So we had people during the month of September. I'm going to go ahead and actually include this in the show so other people know that they're missing out on fun stuff. So during the month of September, the wonderful viewers on Twitch were able to donate stuff to us. Right now, if you watch us on YouTube, we don't have it set up where you can send us like money because YouTube makes you be like a partner first. It's fucking weird. But Twitch right away, you can set it up where if your audience wants to send you money, they can, and the message will pop up on screen. Most of you guys watching from Twitch already know that, and we set up a donation for September for $100. So if we made $100 for the month of September, we're going to do a giveaway for everyone who donated.
We definitely blew that out of the water.
Yes, we did. You guys are amazing. Top donor was Connor. Thank you so much, Connor, for sending all the money you did send. Thank you to everyone for donating. We wound up at like 360% of the goal, so we crushed it. We're doing another goal for October. I think it's set to 100 or 200. I can't remember what it's set for. But every month when we actually meet the goal, the first show of the following month, we're going to do a spin and we're going to see for everyone who donated who can win some sweet stuff. So we're going to do stickers. So we're going to do the sticker that's on my laptop here, which is the I Hate You with the heart sticker. We're going to do the regular scary sticker. When we reach out to you, we're going to ask you what what your favorite episode is. We're going to send you the scripts that we used to record it, and we're going to sign them. And then we're also going to include one other thing that we talked about already on the show that I've almost completely forgotten about now. It's going to be a mystery gift. We'll call it a mystery gift, and we'll go from there, and it'll just be something fun. But right now, we're going to go ahead and pick the winner, so hopefully this works. This is the part where it might get a little dodgy for those of you watching on Twitch because I did a lot of stuff to set this shit up, and it kept failing. So let's see if we can get this to work. We're going to transition over now to a spin wheel. So, okay, there it is. That's everyone who donated to us. So thank you to everyone on that wheel. There was one person who donated 1 bit, which translates to a penny. And when I was reading online, it said that it's supposed to be set up where the minimum donation is $1. So they're not on the wheel. We still want to say, I think it was Pave Paradise. I still want to say thank you to Pave Paradise for donating. Every little bit counts. But we decided that the dollar minimum was what we're going to go with for the wheel. So we're going to spin this, and then whoever it lands on is going to get that sweet little care package. We'll reach out to you and see what we can do about getting that to you right away.
Cool.
So here we go. I'm going to spin this thing, and hopefully it works. And then we'll see who wins. So here we go.
Wait, no, that's not the right theme.
No,
What's
it's
the
not.
Wheel of Fortune theme? It's done. It's too late.
Keb is our winner for the donation. Thank you so much.
Where are you, Keb?
It's all right. They sent us a donation while they were watching. We really, really appreciate the donation. So Keb, you're fantastic, along with everyone else on that wheel, everyone that watches, everyone, period, associated with our community is amazing. But Keb is our winner. So we're going to reach out to you, get your information, and try and get that box to you.
Okay.
And we also stated that if we went way, way over our goal, which we wound up doing, that we were going to go ahead and do something specifically for the people that were watching live in the Twitch channel. It's going to be something small. We're probably just going to do stickers. We talked about that. That said,
thank you, Kinetic Aesthetic, for cheering 100 bits again.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I have a little bit more. Haha, enjoy this last little bit. Hope you guys have a good night, and I can't wait for the next stream. Smiley face. Thank you, Kinetic Aesthetic. We really appreciate it.
Are we doing that game thingy now?
We're going to try and do this. So this is the extra thing I was trying to toss in for everyone watching from Twitch. And of course, this is the worst night because Twitch has been giving us so much shit.
Yes.
So we're going to try a little game. I'm going to ask Robin to vamp a little bit while I get this set up, which is not her strong suit.
I'm just going to go through the chat again.
Okay, that works.
Okay, so I'm going to go through the chat and see what's going on. Jang Mi says Hawaii gas stations are better because they have spam musubis. I miss living in Hawaii
100% agree.
And being able to go to Foodland and just being able to just go to the front where they have like all the hot food and they have katsu mutsubis and spam musubis and then they have the spam musubis with like tamago in it. Oh my gosh. And it's so hard being here where I have to go out of my way. I have to literally drive out of my way to get breakfast food that I normally would literally just stop at any grocery store and get first thing in the morning. It's so crazy.
It's so hard living in this shithole.
She also asked if you can be the scariest PA. What is a PA? Public
announcer is what I think when I think of PA.
I think it's personal assistant. If you would like to be one of the social media managers.
I don't know what duties to distribute to anyone right now. It's basically where we're at with asking for help.
We're gonna have to need help eventually. Dude,
Allbrain says, when y'all getting new stickers? Soon. We were talking about that today.
Yeah, I think this new design that I have, the little blue one with the pumpkin, I'm gonna try and order some circle stickers. And I'm making vinyl decals. I just have to figure out what design I want to make into vinyl decals because it does take a little bit more effort than normal.
So I'm going to go ahead and pop over to this extra thing we're going to try and do for you guys. So hopefully this works. It might not. For those of you in Twitch, I think you're the only ones that can enter this. So the YouTube people, thank you so much for watching from there. I'm going to try and figure out how to include you guys next time as well. But what this is, it's something, I don't know, maybe some of you have seen it for those of you who watch stuff on Twitch. So I'm going to switch over and let you guys see what this is. So this is called Marbles on Stream. And I see this a lot, and this is how a lot of people do their free giveaways. Basically what it is, it's a giant track that a marble is going to roll through. And in order for you guys to get a marble, all you have to do, like it says up there, is type in !play, or I think !play hashtag, not sure which, but if you do that right now in chat, it should add you into this list, and everyone's going to get their own marble, and we're just going to roll these things, and then we're going to see who wins, and whoever wins is going to be the winner of our random giveaway for Twitch. And if this doesn't work, there you go, R2P2217.
That's awesome. So what do they have to type
They did hashtag,
in?
or they do !play, and your names are all going to jump in here, and we're just going to have, you can get up to 500 people in this at once. I think this costs nothing. I think I donated $5 because I'm so impressed with it. But like, this is such a fun way to do giveaways.
This is awesome.
Yeah, and it just automatically works. So once we get like just about everyone in, then we're going to go ahead and roll away. So we have people in here who don't like to talk, and that's totally fine, but we want to give away some stuff to you guys that watch because we really do appreciate you. It doesn't look like it's working for the YouTube people. It looks like Gil6 did !play and it didn't add them in.
That sucks.
I wish I could add people in manually. I've been trying to work with that like all damn day to try and get it to work, but it just doesn't work that way. But yeah, if you just jump on in, we're going to do a roll.
Kinetic Aesthetic, place your bets.
We'll see if this works out. So we have a 10-second counter from when I click start, and I think just about everyone is in. If anyone else was trying to get in, they'd probably be saying like, it's not fucking working for me.
I hope, I don't know. I hope everyone's in. I really don't want to leave anyone out. I feel bad.
All our people from YouTube are trying to join, and it's not going to join you in because it just doesn't fucking work like that. It only works with Twitch, and
it seems a lot of people are jumping over from YouTube to Twitch, though, in order to do this.
So we'll give it a second so you guys can all
a little
enter
bit of time
to try and log into Twitch. And don't worry, we're going to do this again. It's not a big deal. Like, if you don't get in right now, I'll do this again next stream. Like, I don't care.
Yeah,
like, I'll send you guys that stuff because I want to figure out a way to include the YouTube people. And I don't know if this can do it exactly, but I'm going to try and explore every option possible.
So the winner here for this particular thing, for everyone that's participating in the stream here, is going to get a scariest sticker. So
Hal Lussier says, how do I sign in for the game? Do !play. Just type that into the chat, and it should jump you in here. And then we can get going. There's 486 spots left, so if you have friends, tell them to come on over. And this is just for stickers. It's just something fun that I wanted to end the stream with as well.
Oh my god, Jamie says, as a production assistant, she can send ready shipping labels, call people who need to be called, sort emails, and eat corn.
Wow.
That's
a lot of stuff.
I really like your resume. It's nice.
It's impressive.
I really
we got 1:43 a.m. We got
the most adorable thing. Okay.
Cool. So I think we got just about everyone in that's gonna get in. So let's get this thing going and let's see who wins. Just so you know, because I've entered these things a couple of times, it is very possible that your marble will fly off the edge.
No, that's so crappy.
It's very possible that there will be no winner. So we're gonna see who can get this. So let's start this thing up, and we got 10 seconds to join for anyone who might be switching over right now. And I'm going to do my best to track this thing, and we'll see what happens.
Bernadetta's in the stream!
Thank you for joining. There they all go.
Oh my gosh, last chance to join, 6 seconds.
If you're wondering where you guys are at, there's all the names.
They're so cute, though. Oh my gosh. This is probably one of the cutest things.
All right, I'm going to fast forward to whoever's in first place. It looks like it's Miss Deezy. She is way far down the track. Just fucking crushing it. Kinetic Aesthetic is right behind.
Oh, you're like...
Chessie Cat 98's in third place. 1:43 a.m. is in fourth place. We're just cruising.
Dude, this thing is long.
It is long. This is actually one of the shorter tracks, too. Like, I was playing around with it earlier today, and there was a track that was, like, fucking super long. She looks like she's pulling away, guys. I think Miss Deezy might have this. The local ghost ball for us is there. 1:43 a.m. is now in second place.
Oh, she almost flew off the edge.
She did, man.
Okay,
like,
wait, let's
Sunflower
switch.
Dragon is now in first, apparently. Oh, Sunflower Dragon has fallen off the edge and died.
Oh, no.
So Miss Deezy is still in first place, and it looks like she's going to hold out and take this victory. Congratulations, Miss Deezy, to our first place winner. This is such a ridiculous thing, and it's so much fucking fun. I love every second of it. 1:43 a.m. came in second place. Thank you so much for playing. This is so fucking stupid, and it's so fun. I hope you guys enjoyed doing that. It's a fun way to pick who's going to win for giveaways and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think that's super fun. That's super cute.
I would honestly do this for like picking our giveaways rather than the spin wheel. If I could just add people in manually, and if I can figure out a way to do that, then I can include all the people from YouTube too, until we get to the point where we have just a fuck ton of people.
That was really... I am really geeky and nerdy, and just watching that gave me way too much excitement.
Yeah. So Kinetic Aesthetic and Sunflower Dragon both fell off the edge. Wow.
That's whoever made this game
it's just evil.
Evil.
Just absolutely evil. So I don't know. I really enjoy that, Miss Deezy. We're gonna reach out to you.
Fun. Yeah. So
Miss Deezy donated 300 bits as well. So that's just showing that you're amazing. I appreciate it so much.
My boyfriend came in second. I'm so proud.
That's so funny.
That's adorable.
Let me get out of this game so I can see what's going on again.
We should do that like every month. That's super cool.
I really enjoy doing that.
Do you want to do that every episode? I'd be okay doing that.
If we can figure out a way where we can get the YouTube people involved, I'm totally okay with doing that every episode.
Okay.
Yeah. And even if we can't get the YouTube people involved, I might just wind up doing it every episode anyways because it's just super fun.
Yeah.
So it's a really fun way to end shows.
Sucks that it doesn't work for YouTube. I'm sorry, YouTube viewers.
We're going to figure it out.
Yeah.
One way or another, we're going to figure it out. So I think that's just about everything we have. So you want to go and move into the normal sign-out stuff? Do you want to take one more look at stream chat before we go?
Yeah, let's do one more.
I saw a lot of people.
I know a lot of people are like,
Glitchgram 13th
Encore!
BS.
I want to do it again.
Chessie Cat 98
thank
just
you
subscribed.
So much for
thank
subscribing.
You so much. We appreciate
I don't know.
it.
Do you want to do it again?
We can do one just for funsies. I don't mind doing one just
I don't
for
mind
funsies.
giving out another sticker.
You don't mind? You don't mind doing more stickers?
No, I don't mind.
We're going to do another one. Fudge it. We're going to do another one. I'm going to open this thing up again.
Out of the excitement that it is. Okay, hold
when
on.
I was trying to describe this to Robin, she's like, oh, okay, cool. And I kind of showed it to her, but there was only one marble going through it. And so she was like, oh, okay, I kind of get it, I guess. And now it's like you see it and you just experience the excitement and you're like, I want to be a part of this now. All right, we're going black screen because this thing is booting up.
So we're going to do it again. So, yeah.
All right, there we go. Should be signing us in, and then we should be ready to go.
Okay. Hold on, I got to write down Miss Deezy before I forget.
Yeah, please write down Miss Deezy so we can reach out. Do you guys want to do... Here's an actually good question. Speedrun is my favorite one to do. Do you want to do something different? Because I think you can actually vote, come to think of it, on which one you want to do, because it says viewers vote right there. I have no idea how you vote. So just say in the chat which one you guys want to do, and then I'm going to pick that track, and then we'll do that.
It's so quiet. Sorry.
It is so quiet.
Everyone, exclamation point play.
Not yet. No. Don't do that yet.
Okay,
We're
not yet.
Vote 14. So
14?
I don't know if the votes are going to come in or not. The dojo. Longer one. They want a longer one. Okay. Average time, 2 minutes and 20 seconds. I think everyone wants a longer one. The dojo. Let's just go with the dojo. Let's go with the dojo.
The dojo? Okay.
Someone said vote 16. Someone said vote 17. 16's really short. So let's do the dojo. We're going to do the dojo. Okay. Don't be mad. I'm selecting the dojo. Lots of vote 14s. All right, here we go. Show the player list. Exclamation point play right now if you want to jump in.
Exclamation point play.
This is such a fucking fun thing.
I know,
it's
so
fun. Silly and it's so stupid, but it's so fun. Look at this track, too. Nate and C joined in. He's our first person in.
This looks like a bullshit track.
This looks like a lot of people are going to fall off.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are about to get murdered.
That's from a different podcast that you guys might actually also listen to.
I'm sure so many people listen to it. But yeah, exclamation point play. I was going to say hashtag.
Yeah, everyone that wants to join in right now, just write exclamation point play into the chat, and we're going to get you on there. We have more people already for this one than we did on the last one. So I'm glad to see that. If Miss Deezy wins a second time, I think we can all agree that we can all hate her. No, I'm kidding.
Don't say
Not
that.
going to do that. Just
Rude.
Totally hitting. Don't hit me,
so
please.
Rude.
I think it's funny because Jamie said that the world revolved around Miss Deezy.
That's
and
hilarious.
then they wound up winning. So I guess I was just shown that that's 100% true. Mine's already on the end. I'm dead, LOL, and I already know it's Hollister. That can't be true. All right, let's hope not.
Oh my god. Okay.
Give me all the stickers, says Miss Deezy.
We should have chosen a different one. This one's like
How do you play? I'm confused. Just exclamation
point play, and then we're just gonna let it go.
How do you play CX? I'm confused. I don't know.
Oh, that's CX a face. Is. That's like a squinty eyes with a smile.
Okay.
Yeah. So exclamation point play. We just let it go, and it does its thing, and we choose.
Yeah,
or we don't choose. It automatically gives us the winner at the end.
What's funny about this thing is this is literally probably one of the first things someone made in like a game development class, where it's like you just adjust physics. The ball is the first thing that you learn, and you put obstacles in it, and they turn it into a game, and they're gonna make millions off of this thing because it's so much fucking fun. So okay, I think just about everyone is in there. We got 18 balls. Which means that's gross, so I'm not going to make that joke. Let's just get going here.
Okay,
Click
so 10 more
start.
seconds to type in exclamation play and to get in on this
5.
game.
All right, here we go. We got 1 second and begin. Liam is cool 8 is in the lead to start. Ooh, someone just jumped in front of him by just... Oh, this is going to be really intense.
Whoa,
It's going to be hard to keep up with.
I'm like...
I don't even know where I am right now. Liam is cool, still winning. He just got the lead taken from him from Amanta 112. Nate and C is second.
I'm just like watching these balls and it's stressing me out.
Don't get stressed. We got to show all the names.
Okay.
Amanta 112 is in first place. Nate and C is taking the other side of the track. Oh my god, this one's super stressful. You're cross jumping and everything.
Oh my goodness. Who makes these? This is really cool.
I think you can actually make tracks for this too, but I'm not 100% sure. This is why it's called the dojo. It must be. And we got a lot more obstacles to get to. Amanta 112 is taking over. Oh, man, now everyone's getting clustered up in the dojo back there. If someone can shoot through pretty quickly, I think they might be able to take first place.
I don't know.
Amanta 112 has a good lead, but Liam is cool is coming up. Ha Lussier is coming up, too. This is ridiculous. I feel like I'm announcing a race of horses. This is just so much fun.
Oh, gosh, what's coming up? Is that a bunch of holes?
I think they're bumps.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're bumps, which is dangerous because you could fly off the edge, too.
Oh,
okay, Amanta 112 made it through pretty cleanly, but Ha Lussier just fucking cruised through there.
That's
Loop-de-loop.
cool.
So if you don't get enough speed going through the loop-de-loop, you're going to be kind of effed in the A. We got more dojo shit.
Dude, this is awesome.
Uh-oh. Girl Panic 95. Nate and C just took the lead.
Someone just flew off. I just saw someone fly off.
And now Alice in Wonderland is in first place. This is just an intense race. Kinetic Aesthetic is back there trying to catch up. Girl Panic 9-5.
Oh.
All Brain just fell off the edge and died. Amanta 112 took the lead again. Alice in Wonderland. This is neck and neck. This is ridiculous. This is the greatest thing we've ever done. This has nothing to do with ghost stories or paranormal experiences, and we hope you guys are enjoying it. Girl Panic 9-5 just took the lead. This is absurd. Nate and C starting to catch up. We're all going to get bunched together here.
Oh my goodness. This is rough, dude.
Girl Panic 9-5 is starting to make her way out of it. She's out of it. Okay, here we go.
Is this the end?
This is the end.
Snap.
Girl Panic 9-5.
Okay.
Congratulations. You finished in first place on our second run, and I believe final run of the night. This is so ridiculous. I hope you guys enjoy this as much as we do. Next time, move the camera feed to the center of something. It's blocking the rankings. Good fucking call. My bad. I do apologize for that. Hopefully, I was able to announce them well enough where you guys knew who was in first place. But I know a lot of you guys are trying to see how close you were to first place, so that's totally on me. I will have that move the next time we do this, so
yeah.
I wish I would have noticed that before we did the second race. So we're going to just wait this out and see how long it takes for the last person to get there and who that person is so they can feel the necessary shame.
This has been awesome.
Yeah. I was hoping you guys would enjoy this as much as I did. Mojo Pokey Blue says I fell off the side.
Oh, there's the ranks right there.
Albrain and Mojo Pokey Blue got eliminated this time. Jangmi Bun was the... I said it the right way, which is the wrong way because she wants me to say it the wrong way.
God.
But it looks
Wait, you
like...
can get points?
Apparently. Total races, so overall points. I think it's just like Mario Kart. Same thing.
Oh, that's so cool.
Miss Deezy has 7 points, so there was a win from Miss Deezy. There was a win from Girl Panic. Did anyone finish with higher points than 7? I don't think so. So we have 2 winners at 7, which totally makes sense. But man, this is stressful. This is fun.
This is super
this is silly.
fun.
This is stupid.
Thank you guys so much for sticking with this silly game.
Yeah.
That's been awesome. We will message you guys after to get your address so I can mail you guys stuff.
Absolutely.
And then don't forget, you have until Friday to enter the competition. Or not competition. What is it called? Giveaway. Giveaway. So
the other giveaway, which maybe we'll pick the exact same way. Allbrain, while that was going on, donated $5 and said, "Fucking love you guys so much."
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And obviously, I tossed that together in the last 30 minutes before we started the show because I could not get it to work. Every test I did when we did exclamation point play, it wouldn't add anyone into it. So I was so frustrated. I'm like, we're gonna give it a shot. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So I didn't have the ability to toss in anything on top of it, like alerts, so that like Allbrain's donation could have popped up. So really do appreciate it. In fact, I'll just rerun the alert so everyone can see it because I think everyone kind of deserves the credit. And they did a custom thing too, so I'm super glad that I did that. And there it was.
Thank you so much.
It's fantastic. That was super, super fun.
Yeah, that was really fun. I am totally down with doing this
more often.
It's
I don't mind
cool.
ending each stream with it. It's just we want to make sure. I want to make sure I don't stress Robin out because she usually handles the giveaway in the way that things get mailed out, and I don't want to constantly be giving her stuff to send out.
I'm the one that like makes stuff and mails it out to you.
Yes.
So everything has my personal touch.
She'll write the handwritten notes and everything that she does, and then I'll sign it. I'll read it and then I'll sign it because I'm like, I have no idea what I'm signing. It could be talking about how much she hates me, but who knows? So
divorce papers.
I hate you so much. So we're gonna go ahead and sign this stuff out. I think. Do you want to do it or do you want me to? Because sometimes you get really mad at me if I do the sign out without you.
You can do it. That's fine.
Okay. So if you guys want to reach out to us, there's a bunch of different ways you can do it. You can email storytime@scarish.com. You can also go to facebook.com/scarishpodcast and message us. When you're there, please like the page. It really does help us out. You can also join the group from there. Quick shout out to Miss Deezy who just donated 202 bits.
We got a bunch of new subs too. So Hall Lessier subbed.
Thank you so much.
Cat subbed. You guys are awesome.
We called out Chessie Cat, so I want to say thank you to Chessie Cat a second time. And Hall Lessier, thank you so much. We really appreciate everyone that's joining and joining in. It's just super, super fun. R2P2 says, Aaron, you're the best. Oh, thank you. All right, where was I? I'm going to have to chop that one up a little bit. From there, you can join the Scarish Spooky Friends group if you'd like to. You can post your story there on the group so you can get some instant feedback. If you're looking for another avenue for instant feedback, you can also do it in the Discord. There's usually a link in the group. If not, go to scarish.com, and there should be a link there. It's the Discord logo. It says join us on Discord. It's on the right-hand side. Just click it. It should take you there, and everything should work out, hopefully. If not, just reach out to us. We'll help you. We'll walk you through it. If you have a short story or a topic suggestion you want to send us on Twitter, @ScarishPod. Use those 280 characters wisely. That's pretty much all the ways that you can reach out to us. You can also reach out to us on Instagram. Some of you guys have been doing that as well, and that totally works. That's @ScarishPodcast. That's pretty much everything for the social media side of things. If you guys want to send us donations, Robin, do you want to do those ones? Or do you want me to keep
if
going?
you want to do donations, go to Ko-fi. ko-fi.com/scaryish-podcast. And if you want to sign up for monthly donations, we do have different tiers where I actually mail you physical stuff. If you go to patreon.com/scaryish-podcast, tiers from $1 all the way up to $2.50, which reminds me, we got our first producer for the show. So Connor is our official show producer.
We appreciate it.
So shout out to Connor and shout out to Sam, actually.
She's at the $50 level as well.
Yeah, so thank you so much, guys, for supporting the show so much. It's awesome.
We appreciate it. For those of you who don't know what the producer tier involves, because the $50 level is the shout out, we do the shout out and we do all the other things for all the other tiers. Each tier you go up, you still get all the stuff previously. But for the producer one specifically, we give you the shout out, I think, every show, if I'm not mistaken.
Every single show.
And then for every single show, in the description that I put up that says, like, Robin and Adam talk about blah, 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 underneath in that, it's going to say produced by or, like, spooky producer or something we haven't exactly figured out the verbiage of it. But that'll be attached in all the episode descriptions for all time. Because if you're donating money throughout that month, you're helping us produce the show as far as I'm concerned.
You literally make this show happen.
It's just like when we get a sponsor and they give us money to run advertisements, and it's usually people that we believe in and we really support. We are going to keep that. And those advertisements are going to run forever on the show because that's money that was donated to help us produce that episode. So thank you so much. If any of you guys are interested, check out patreon.com/scaryish-podcast. Tiers start as low as $1, go all the way up to a $2.50, whatever you guys are comfortable with. If you're comfortable with nothing, that's totally fine. There's a bunch of different ways. Share the show, talk to a friend about it, or just download it and listen to us. We appreciate every bit of support we get from you guys. We try and make this as fun as possible. We hope you guys enjoyed the live stream tonight. We hope you guys enjoyed it in every way possible. I'm going to try and make sure that for that fun marble game, we can include as many people as possible in the future. So those are the normal things we do for the sign out. I can't really think if we're missing anything right now.
No.
I don't think we are.
I think we're good.
So that was Storytime number 34. We hope you guys enjoyed it.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Robin, I'm going to let you go ahead and do the sign out.
Keep on creeping on, and we'll talk to you guys next week.